Hello everybody and welcome for today's stream of the official 1500 euro New State Mobile Year Spring League. It's the qualification final Group B right here. That means the top 6 teams of today, tomorrow and Sunday in total will move to the final Spring League Season 1, which is starting next week already. Last week we could already see the Group A participating here and we could see insane fights happening. So I'm super excited to see what's happening here today. We will see the game New State Mobile getting played by Crafton. It is a mobile battle royale shooter and we will have 16 teams in total participating. And as I said before, the top 6 will move towards the Spring League. We will see today as well as tomorrow and on Sunday 4 rounds getting played each evening, and that means 12 rounds in total. The goal or the target for the teams is to be the last team standing and collect points. And here's the schedule for the 4 rounds which we will see there today, tomorrow and the day after. The first one already starting in a couple of minutes. In 4 minutes we'll start on Erangel in the first person perspective. The second one will start 45 minutes later, roughly, on Troy, and we will see both maps getting played double every evening, so 4 maps in total, and we have some beautiful teams participating. This is the list of participants for the qualification final Group B. We have the Wild Dynasty on the first position, Humiliating the Gods, Crozek's Moon, Explosion, Slime Machine, Marion Crowns, Light Warriors, the Sky Team, Breaking Team, as well as the Light Warriors, Wake, Pax Deorum, Wild Pro, Döswald, United Esports, and PCR Orange. This is Psychic Rabbit Orange. So that's in total 16 teams participating, and the top 6 will move over to the final stage. Hope you guys are all doing great. If someone else is new here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and share this stream with your friends, so that everybody can watch this insane tournament and the really crazy games. Right now we are there with 38 players in the lobby, so we still have 3 minutes left. The max amount would be 64. Good evening, Blond, as well as Mark Buchner. Amale, good evening everybody. Sabi is here, Himmel. Welcome, everybody. And yeah, as I said before, as I've mentioned before, the teams need to collect points. As this is a battle royale, for sure, for every round, it's important for you to get the chicken dinner, to be the last team standing. But at the end of the day, even with the chicken dinner, you can still be dismissed for the next round. You need to get the most points out of the 12 total rounds. And here's how you can collect points in every single round. So you're getting either placement points or kill points or both together. This is the best way and the most effective way to collect a lot of points. For the placement, for the first position, as I said before, if you win the round, you're getting the most points, and just now the room got dismissed. It will be reopened in a second. This happens sometimes. You will get 10 points. For the second position you receive 6 points, for the third 5, for the fourth 4, 3, 2 down to the 6th position, and at least 1 point rewarded to your team when you reach position 7 or 8. That means position 9 to 16 will not receive any points. So I'm waiting now for the room get opened again. So this first round will take a little bit longer. But that should be alright. That should be alright. Just waiting for the recreation. Let me check Discord shortly. This can happen for sure, especially before updates. Sometimes some things are occurring which are not normal. And the room will get reopened. There we go. We will start 5 minutes after, so we have even some time to look maybe at the result of last week. Let me shortly jump into the room and see if it is working. Let's go for Erangel for sure. As I said before, Erangel will be the first one getting played. Oh, nearly joined the false one. And I'm now inside with further players. That is good. Let me just join with the second account, as I don't want to miss the flight. That would be not good. There's the leak. Entering the correct password. This helps. Otherwise we can't join in. There we go. Second account is here. So just for the backup. And as I said before, we can maybe have a look at the standing of last week. Let me search for it. And we could see many good teams participating there. Let me check. Today is the 10th, so it was at the start of the month. Should have been the 5th. This one looks good. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 rounds. That's not correct. Let me just shortly check it. This should be the correct one. So let's have a look at the standing from last week and the teams which have qualified. This was another group, okay. Was not prepared to have a delay, but this is all right. So there we go. Where is the tune folder? There it is. Was this with all the rounds? 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's good. That's good. So that was the standing of last week. To give you a short overview of how many points you need to collect to maybe have a chance to move over to the final. Now 64 players here, so just have a short look at it. We could see top 6 will move over for not found with 78 points. Qualified. Together with Special X, Crystal Quality, Lost Paradise, 90 Millennium and Team Elevate with many more rounds. The favorite team, 90 Millennium, won 3 rounds. Good evening, Smith. How many seasons will the league have? I don't know how many seasons. And dude, there is a 5-minute delay, so I can't answer you that fast. Don't spam it, please. So that was the result from last week, and I think we can have now once again a look at the schedule for today. As the first round will now start in 2 minutes. 62 players there, still 2 missing, 1 for Team 15 as well as 1 for Deuswald, the Devu team, Devu in-game. And thank you guys for already being here. Super excited to see what's come today. And yes, I'm running a giveaway of 10,000 ND at the moment. On Tuesday or Wednesday, I guess Wednesday, a Survivor Pass giveaway will start as well. So just stay tuned on this channel and watch out for some further giveaways. So with that said, 4 rounds played every evening. 12 rounds in total. We could see the last time the team needed 78 points, that in 12 rounds. That's even more than 6 points per round. So that's at least 7 points. This is a good amount for you to reach an average. Let's see. Let's see if the teams will be able to reach that. I'm super excited. And to be honest, if I had a look at the participants, they are all good. I have one favorite team which have shown really good results, but that does not mean that this is the best team. They just hyped me the most. And this was the Light Warriors, but now we have even 2 teams there. We have the Light Warriors as well as the Light Warriors. And we could see them playing. They have had both some really good rounds. But we have Wild Dynasty there, Wild Pro, well, they all have been good. But I think the best team will be United Esports, as they have won the first 2 rounds of the group stage. And then it looked like they played a little bit lazier, didn't that focus that much. And they still managed to get easy into the final qualification. And now the first round is starting. We are starting for sure there, Rangel. I'm super excited. Guys, now it's your turn. What is your guess for the first round? My guess for the first round will be United Esports. There are many good teams. If I forgot now to mention one of the best teams, they are all really good for real. Sky team can definitely win around. Prosex Moon as well. Humiliating the gods for sure. Breaking team. They all can win a round. Cimmerian Crowns. Let's jump into the first round and see which team is going to win the first round. There we go. Is starting the first round. I'm just starting the record. If there's any issue with the sound, please let me know. It should be all good. I like Kraken. Good evening, Crix. Good evening. So, yeah, I'm super excited now for the first round. And finally, we are back at casting after 1 week. There we go. The flight is already starting at the top middle side, close to Severny. We are flying over Rosoken School, close to the farm, towards the middle of nowhere at the south side. And we already can see the first teams jumping off. One orange team. This is Pax Deorum with number 14. Dropping off. Yeah, in the fourth slot possible. It's Pax Deorum. Let me check it if they mixed up a team. Wywick on the 13. Did I mix up something? Maybe I did mix up something and the list of participants is not that good. Breaking team is on 10. Light Warriors, yep, maybe they have... While Dynasty is just a false one. Alright, I will fix it. I will fix it and see where the error comes from. Because Paradise is definitely false, they played last week. This is an error, but anyway, we can fix that pretty soon. Let's have a look at the flight and the teams. Let me try to fix it. Don't know why this error happened. Good start today. I know where it happened, maybe. Crozex, Explosion, Slide Team, Light Warriors. Yep, I missed the Cimmerian Crowns. Probably. We can see already the first zone. And can see soon the first fight. So I fixed now half of the teams. That is good. Let's have a look at the teams. I will fix the rest later on. Wywick close to Milta, as well as the Light Warriors with number 9. Now it should be correct for them. Yep. We have there left to them Devu already moving away. We have no real hot drops. This is the interesting thing. HGG, one of them, humiliating the gods, being close to Severny, and Stalber, while Dynasty with number 3, now in the correct position at Yasnyaya. PCR, that is Psychic Rabbit Orange. This is the correct team. United Esports with number 17 should be here somewhere as well. Shortly check them. There they are. As they are my guess for the first round, let's jump over to them and have a look. Where did it drop it? They are right now here in southern Georgia. An enemy team quite close by, but not that close that their fight will happen pretty soon. We can see there HGG, a player getting slightly pushed. So let's have a look at him if he hears the enemy. Oh, there's an enemy of Team 14, which is Pax Deorum. That might end up not that good. Now the standoff here. Enemy gets back into the vehicle, which is pretty funny. And he did even move away. This is kind of crazy. And I'm curious what did actually happen there. Checking now the teams again. Wild Pro on 15. Döswald. United Esport. Now it should be correct. I will double check it in the break. But anyway, let's have a look at the rotations. We didn't miss anything, so this is pretty good. The first zone is shifted to the top right hand side, as I said before. And we still have here these triple team standoff at Giorgio, but they are that hard split away from each other. This is kind of crazy. So I found out the issue where the error occurred. Good evening. Hello, Amali, Rami Tofan. Hello, hello. Hope you guys are all doing great. I think we can have a look at some further rotations. This is interesting because normally at those groups you have quite often in the first game or the first few games a hot drop happening by accident because they just go to the same position. This time here it didn't happen. Normally you have that in the first rounds on each map, and then some teams which play a little bit more defensive will go to this safer spot, and the team which is playing more aggressive most likely stays at the spot, so you don't have that many hot drops later on. But in this round we are starting without any hot drops. This is interesting. But for sure we will see some fights happening. The fact that we don't see any fights at the moment does not mean we will not see any fights. We have 62 players here, and we will see a lot of fights. Why I can't look at Feeling? Now it is working. That is Pax Deorum with Feeling, 2-3 player, and Sweet Boy. We look at Wild Dynasty with the third number. We can see Good 5, Amani, Novik, and Myth. Still looting at Yasnaya Poliana. Everything good for them. And some further movements happening. I guess when the first zone starts to move in 50 seconds, we will see some rotations. And there's already one different thing to last week's group. And as I said last time, the teams have been super close to each other. But one thing which was mainly different, they started to rotate super early. At 1 minute and like 30 seconds, already the first teams were inside of the zone and rotated in. Yeah, we have some lucky guys here being inside as well. Pax Deorum moving away from Severny. This is quite early for this spot. But the other teams outside of the zone not really rotating, and now there's lost the first one. Yep, you could see it. That is SLYX. Yeah, no, this is X-God from SLY. This is Sly Machine. They can definitely win around as well, being one of the really good teams. But as I said before, there's nearly every team will have a chance of winning a round. He has already a DMR as well as an SMG. Smokes off this angle, but there is not an enemy close by. That's the first kill out of the round. We are down to 61 players, and Deusvold, one of the teams starting with only 3 players, needs to revive their number 2 to be at least in the game as the 3-man team. Not looking too good. Zone already started to move, so let's have a look at the map and see if we can see some rotations, as this is normally happening. Yeah, now the teams are starting to rotate a little bit later than last week. But maybe we will see some changes in the next round. While Dynasty does not need to move, they are close to the center spot. Wake moving towards that position as well, and the Sky team being close to them already as well. Light Warriors getting out of Milta Power Plant, that common drop. Wild Pro is number 15, Rigos there taking the lead for their team. Rotating towards the center as well. The Pragging team, we are in between Poshinki and School, slightly rotating. They need to be careful if they will have a look at School. The main building is taken by PCR, but they should be aware of it. I think that is a cold airdrop, not a standard one. We have a short look at it. Yep, it is. Just to see what's happening there. So they know there are some enemies, and I don't think they will push over. Now the other teams further away from the zone start to rotate as well. The result needs to get some drone crits. And we have here the Light Warriors at the quarry. A little bit weird rotation all the way around towards the north. Especially when the flight is that close. Oops, wanted to look at the flight. Especially when the flight was that close towards Georgia that you can easily reach it. I am not sure if I would take the risk to drive through Georgia. They may take the south route of the Mount Everest and not go straight towards Georgia, as there is quite a high risk that they would need to fight. We have next to them United Esports being quite late here this time as well. Cimmerian Crowns, we may see them dropping at Rosogum from some further rounds. And Wake, 3 guys at the really good position, the petrol station. Close to Pax Deorum. They need to be careful. While Pro Rigo still taking the lead for the team. And now the team number 6, Explosion. Alright, we could hear some shots. Explosion started to move out of Yasnaya as well. So they found here one of the Pax Deorum players. And this is Player, who got spotted by them. in a quite safe spot. And Wake loses one. Wake loses one. On the other side, that was the solo player. I thought this could happen. They were split away from him too far. And it can happen. Good aim from Scooby towards the opponent. Can't spot him really well without a proper scope on that gun. Only the red dot. So that's even harder for him. But let's see. This is just the start. Even if you lose a player quite early, you can still go for a revive. They are down. There are some drone crits. I already wanted to say hey. Good shooting over that stone fence there. Oh, good one. And he has not a scope as well. And Wild Bro kills one. They are fighting against PCR. Psychic Rabbit Orange. Already a close fight happening here. Maximila, the two further ones from PCR coming over. Wild Bro with two players here. The third one is missing. Oh, yeah. The third one is knocked down to the ground. Flicker getting knocked, and now it's only one guy. It's only Rigos. And they started the game with only 3 players. 2 enemies, low HP. And the nade can do a lot of damage. Oh, Rigos pull back the nade, getting spotted from the enemy, and that's the end. Great fight from PCR, but at least 1 point secured by Wild Bro. GG, well played, and PCR 3 kills on the count. Good round. Debu losing another one. And they did exactly do that. What I said before, I would not take the risk to rotate via Georgia, but they had a different situation. They were down to 2 players, so they need to take a little risk to get the further drone crits. And now they are back down at 380 drone crits, so that's looking not too good to get even 1 revive to work. Further rotations happening here. Light Warriors lost one at the bridge in between the United Esports players. And that's the first kill, no, the second kill in the hands of United Esports. My guess for this round. Another player of the opponent team rotating. The purple team here. Crossix Moon being quite late in the rotation as well. And Wild Dynasty loses one as well, and he needs to be careful. Light Warrior starting to shoot at him. But this guy moving away. And the next zone shifted to the north. Further rotations happening. United Esports finds one of Crossix Moon. And they get down to 2 players. They found another one. 4 kills in the hands of United Esports. What a great start. Taking all the enemies they could see here. And that's exactly the same what happened in the group stage. They have won there the first 2 rounds with a lot of kills. I think it were like 13 and 14. Or even a little bit more. Could have been like 20, 25 and 27 points or something like that. And then they didn't show off that much to maybe hide their favorite strategies. But it looked like that they focused in the first 2 rounds, and in the last rounds they have been pretty good to secure this spot for sure. And now we can see further rotations. That's some time to have a look at the next zone, which is shifted a little bit more to the north. All those teams in the south and half, so Stolbe and Kameshki completely empty. Maybe a chance for the other teams to go over there. And Crossix Moon, Sorrow tries to loot here in southern Georgia, getting closer towards Kivis. Wait a second, what's happening there? Moving to northern Georgia, he needs some further loot. They want to revive the 2 guys. Oops. They got even 1,600 drone credits. This is good. So they need a little bit more to get their second revive to work. So there we go. That is PCR losing one as they needed to fight against Wake. Sally knocked down on the ground while Dynasty was their revive. And PCR going for the revive if it is possible. Not looking good. He's behind the shield. Sally getting over. The enemy is flanking in. Maybe some time. Max Miller needed to start to shoot to give some time for the teammates, but he's too far away to do something. The revive will work, but then they might die pretty soon. Let's focus, trying to get around super fast. Ronin not spotting him. They are spraying into the smoke. Now he gets spotted. Further smokes popping in. And there is a key position for the 3rd player. That's Max Miller. Oh, I can understand that he's not really helping the team, but it would be the 3 versus 3 at the moment. And don't give up that easy. Ronin especially could nearly knock down the opponent. Sally gets that kill. That's another point for PCR. 4 kill points. And now they are both down at this position. But at least 4 points secured with that further kill. And he has 1,570 drone credits. There would have been a chance to revive the teammate. And United Esports keeps on fighting. Lost the player. They are fighting against 2 teams. Light Warriors Lost another one. Leica knocked down to the ground. 5 kills already done, but he is done and dusted as Pax the Arm keeps on pushing, feeling with the nade. And we can see another Light Warrior player getting killed. Moon tries even to help off the team. Yeah, this is already a complete different behavior to PCR. PCR was not even in that big disadvantage, but they dodged the fight with one player to stay alive. And United, they lose a player there, and they just want to go in ham. They got already 6 kills after they have killed another one from the Light Warriors. They are, by the way, down to 1 player. That is Lala. Or it's better, la la la. 990 Throne Grades, there is a chance to get their revive to work as well. But this is a completely different behavior. What we could see here already, the Sky team. And any player knocking down one. Where did that happen? Here on the right hand side. Ooh, that's the Light Warriors team. They were brought down to 3 players, but it should work. Sly loses one. Wild Dynasty, that was the other fight we could see here at North and Yasnyaya. And that is already the end of 2 opponents from the team number 7, the Sly Machine team. Wild Dynasty, in the game it's a 4-man team, a full squad. We've got 5. Amani, Novik and Myth here. Good start. Sly Machine, with X-God and Basics. Down to 2 players, 1.7k Throne Grids. They can go for the revive as well, but not for both, for the 2 revives they would need. And further revives happening. Wyvake back at the game with 3 players. They nearly lost the fight against Psychic Rabbit. And now they were getting closer towards the zone. This will be the end. Can feel it already, driving super close towards United Esports. Being lucky that this compound is not set up by any team, and the Sky team knocking down once again a player of the Light Warriors. But there is no plan of them to push over. Crozix Moon is their revive. Somewhere at the northern position. Oh, that's the Cimmerian Crowns. Where's the... Oh, there! They are. Sarki and right hand side towards Severny. The revive that happened at Sarki. So that was a good move. And let's have a look at the next zone. It got shifted to the right hand side, and this is a huge shift to the east. With Yasnyaya still inside, Wild Dynasty, Sky team as well as the Light Warriors being the only 3 teams inside of the zone. We still have 15 teams in the game. Wake with another revive. They will be back in the game as a full squad. Maybe a good decision to do it right now. Pax Deorum tries to rotate Kivis from Debu super close. That's gonna be a tough one. Close to the opponents, but not that close that they will shoot him. Perfect. Cimmerian Crowns, the Sly team start to rotate as well. United getting into the vehicle, and I guess we will stay at United Esports, as they have already 6 kills out of this round. And that's Explosion. They started at Novo, going now towards Yasnyaya. No, decided to go more to the east. And all the northern positions are empty. So you can grab some high ground and play it, especially the warehouses here would be a good spot. HG humiliating the gods, moving in as well. And the Light Warriors with their revive. Guess that was the Light Warriors team, the player with the AW clan tech. And Pax Deorum loses one, player is dead, done and dusted. That's the breaking team. And let's have a look at the rotations, as we don't want to look the full time at the map. We can see here Weffel, together with his teammates, Banzai, Helix and Funds, rotating more towards the center. They've spotted an airdrop. Oh, they are close to the center, and the Sky team loses one. Oh, be careful. Explosion shooting down one of them from the heaven spot. And okay, they just have arrived, securing their vehicle back behind the northern heaven spot. That is good for them. The Sky team being able to revive their teammate for sure. Not a big deal. Keep Harris back in the game. So that means they didn't need to recall him. An honest thing I need to say, this game is starting much slower than last week, if I'm correct. I think the first game already started pretty tough. But we will see some pressure within the next rounds, I can promise that. Especially the last rounds will be super aggressive this time. We had not any hot drops, so for sure we have quite long here. Still 15 teams alive. Even these 16 teams were there for a really, really long time, even when the first zone ended. And here's a rotation super close to each other. Crozix Moon, Sorrow, don't flip the vehicle. There's a team next to you. That is the braking team, with one player being super low HP. That's Dudga. Hey, they got one kill already. Crozix close to them. Down to 3 players. 880 drone credits. They need a few further ones. Rotating all the way via north. Elite Warriors down to 2 players. Could at least revive that one guy. They were down. And look at United Esports. A quite late rotation. Oh, Moon crashing. The McLaren and Sky team knocking down one of the opponents of Explosion. But the teammates need to be careful. Yep, Prespit taking some damage, down to 40, trying to secure his position. He's now for a second saved. And they are inside of the zone. I spent 30 medals and get the new head, the Scar and the S12K from the chest. Nice one. Congratulations, Blonde. Congratulations. That is nice. Good job. The Slide team finding one of Crozix Moon with the next zone. Yep, Crozix Moon loses another one. The other ones have not been here. And United finds one from the Sky. Look at the further rotations. Oh, the Sky team is here in the split. And that's United Esports pushing heavy over. There are only 2 guys with 1 guy knocked down to the ground. There's a huge chance for them to take something over and get a kill. And this is Keep Harris trying to drive over. Yep, Chopaluka from the Elite Warriors starting to shoot from the northeast here. Knocking down one of United Esports. That's giving the Sky team quite a good chance. But that was a good nade from Sali. And now the other players of the Sky team arriving. They're getting off. They can't knock Boba versus Sali. Sali now in the 1 versus 2 in the local position. And Respit not that close. Sali getting pushed. Sali turning around. 180 and the knockdown. Sali, great move. The enemies of the Sky team down to 1 player. And the United Esports team down to 3. They might lose another one. Getting called in. Kip Harris getting shot from 2 angles. Sali tries to get the opponent. Super risky as the Elite Warriors are next to him. And they should try to kill him fast to be able to pick up Liker and Sali. Oh no, he killed his teammate. Oh no. Breaking team, Bombito, nice. Good luck to them. Parallel Elite Warriors. No, this was the Elite Warriors team losing one. But this was an intense fight, so for sure we stay here for a second. United Esports down to 2. And now Respit nearly arrives at the building. Oh, Keep Harris self-molotoving, but knocking down the enemy with a nade. Oh my god, Respit back at 75 HP, pulls off another nade, cooks it. Can that nade hit? I don't think so. Woo, it was a good one. But not a perfect one. Keep Harris getting out, getting shot from behind, and Respit securing that last kill. Trying to get over to the teammate, and the United Esports team still in the game as a 2-man team with 10 kills already secured. That's a really decent start. 3.4k drone credits. And he has a green flare, we could see that already. Good start, but the revive will be super heavy. 25 seconds to go until zone ends, and they need to be careful. Sally getting an instant knocked down again by Elite Warriors. Oh, they could spot the opponent through the door. And next to them, that's Explosion. That's even getting heavier. While Dynasty on the other side, losing Myth here. Crozix Moon, Sauron knocked down to the ground as well. What a heavy mid game. Down to 11 teams. We did miss for sure a lot there, but this was a super nice fight between 3 or even 4 teams. Because Explosion was shooting at them as well. Sauron done and dusted. Crozix Moon down to 1 player. It's only Sauron. The next zone shifted to the left-hand side. We can have a short look, the last look at the map and the rotations. The Slime Machine losing another one in the zone. After they revived him, PCR playing it super defensive. And HGG fighting against Breaking Team. And the last Crozix Moon teamer getting, Crozix Moon player getting killed by Explosion. And United done and dusted as well, if I saw that correct. Late rotation out on the 10. But 10 kill points. They will be good in the scoreboard. Without any placement points, 10 points secured by kills. That's a good one. For sure. 10 points without any placement points out of the first round. That's a good start. Oh, the Slide team flips the vehicle. We're down to 29 players, 9 teams. Slime Machine struggling really heavy. Oh no. No, don't you dare. He really flipped the vehicle at this position. The worst what could happen. X-God covered by the smokes from behind. Should get spotted super soon. But the yellow team was helping him at the Cimmerian Crowns. Oh, that kill couldn't be secured. Oh, trouble, be careful. You did see the enemy. X-God, he spotted him now. That will be the end. Pushing around. Down to a few HP. The nade was good. He's 2 HP and he's even getting knocked by the zone. Can his teammate get the other ones? Now in a 1 versus 2. He at least gets he 2 points. Can he go for another one? No, he can't. But nice try. Cimmerian Crowns down to 2 players. And the Slime Machine team out on the 9th position with the 2 kills. It was not a bad round. On the other hand side, that's the Allied Warriors team down to 3 players. Rotating towards the zone. Fighting against the Breaking team. And that's it for the Breaking team out on the 8. We will have a look after the round at the amount of kills. And the Allied Warriors pushing heavy towards the zone. Cimmerian Crowns being more in the northern position. While Dynasty coming in from the south. And the Explosion team here in the little cabinet. In a super good position. Oh, look at Forget. Straight driving towards the voltage pillar here. This is good. Good position. But HGG finds one of Cimmerian Crowns and found the other one. That's Light Warriors moving over. Kraken, the teammate of him getting knocked, but he's there to help him. Oh, be careful. He's getting shot. He's knocked down to the ground as well. That means the Light Warriors down to 1 player being in the blue zone. We are down to 16 players on the other hand side. Still PCR. Maybe this move was not too bad. We are down at the top 6. That means at least 2 placement points. They have dodged the fight. Okay, they got already. He got a 5th kill for the team. Hey bro, greetings to India. Good evening, awesome. Good evening. Hello, hello. So this is great. He can even skip 1 or 2 further places. He needs to move a little bit towards the zone. Yes. 11 first aids. Now we can see his plan. Not the worst decision. Can fully boost. There is a chance that he will skip a position. And that is a good tactic as well. I've said before. If you get points for placement as well as kills, that's the best tactic. If you can combine it. Adam did do the same. He has no first aids left. He stayed in the blue zone. And they started with 4 kills, the PCR team. And maybe their decision was, hey, we got already 4 points. This is okay. And maybe they know we need to get around 7-8 points per round to secure a spot in the Spring League. So why we should take that risky fight and lose some points? Let's play it defensive with at least 1 guy. 11 first aids. And this is heavy for Explosion. And now they have a chance of getting some placement points. PCR is still in a good position. Explosion will lose their player as the team's rotating in super late. While Dynasty, look at Max Miller slightly moving in behind those teams. He just needs to stay there. The nade can be a good one. Oh, the nade causes a lot of damage. And now Max Miller goes for the healing standoff. If he don't misses it. Allied Warriors they lost the 1 player. Adam's still alive. Adam getting shot. That's the end. Allied Warriors on the 6. So PCR skipped another position. And look at Explosion. What did happen to them? They all died here in the zone. That's heavy. Ivanovic. Oh, the first aid in the last second. Still down to 5 teams. Max Miller. Oh, he gets even off. Throws in the nade. Oh, don't miss that first aid. That is a heavy one. This will not work. Or will it work? 6 HP damage per take. But look at this kill. Look at it. We could see it. He got some kills for it. Max Miller. We couldn't see the nade there properly. We will see at the end how many kills that were. But that was huge. And now it's Wild Dynasty versus Explosion versus HGG. HGG had 3 kills. Wild Dynasty at 8 kills. That's a decent round for them. But what a great nade from Max Miller. Nice story in this round. Now it's Benza in a 1 versus 3 situation as the top 2 team. As Explosion died in the zone on position 3. Benza, the position is not the worst, but he needs to push against the zone as the next one starts to move in 20 seconds. He has some high ground advantage, but he will not be able to get them all. He will be able to spot the Two guys on the right hand side, and the left one will kill him. Yep, that's exactly what happened here. GG well played, Wild Dynasty, winning the first round with 9 kills. That's 19 points. Let's scroll fast through the scoreboard. PCR 8 kills. He did do 3 further kills there. That means 3 further points, which is insane. PCR, maybe the man of the match. Max Miller, great move, 7 kills. Nice one. Definitely a nice one. But the first round is won by Wild Dynasty. Hey, good evening. So let's prepare the overlay. For the first break, we will go into a short one. Let me grab their logo. Oh, this was a... Aye, what a crazy finish with Detonate. I love to see these things. This is insane when that happens. There's Wild Dynasty. Let me grab their logo. Perfect. Save. Wild Dynasty. I mentioned them, as I said, at the early teams which can get a win. As I said before, all those teams here can be super decent. So that was the round 1. The next round will start already in a couple of minutes. So let's take it like that. Roughly 8 minutes. I will adjust the timer if it is needed. So I will be back for you after that short break. And we will see us with the round 2 getting played on Troy. GG well played to Wild Dynasty once again, winning the first round. But 11 rounds to go, 3 at this evening.
No nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda. Seguimos siempre la pasión y confiamos solo en el amor. Yeah. No quiero perder lo que queda. Y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad. Y más allá. inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the hole closer starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I wanna say goodbye. My love, I'm gone. I need to be strong. The darkness it tried to swallow me. Some days I fall, but I hear your call. I pray I don't hit the ground. Gravity. Gravity.
There we go. I'm back for you with the next round starting already really soon. And let me shortly give an overview of the schedule. The next round will start for sure on Troy in first person perspective. Yeah, now there is 58 players and it's starting in a couple of seconds. So I won't let you wait longer for the current standing. Here it is for sure. The Wild Dynasty team being on the first position. Why it did not update? I know what it did here. Was just the other picture overlaying it. So there we go. Wild Dynasty on the first position is 19 points, followed by Wake on the second position with 13, 4 placement points and 9 kill points. Great round of them. You have PCR Orange on the third position with 11 points, United Esports with 10 kill points on the 4, followed by Humiliating the Gods on the 5, 9 points, Elite Warriors with 6. The 6th position with 7 points, as well as Explosion on the position 7, followed by Slime Machine with 6 points, and the second Scoper Stars with the Breaking Team. And the Cimmerian Crowns do not fit that perfect. Didn't see that before. Now it's better. So we can see everything is possible for those teams, and I think we will see something nice happening on the next round. It's going to start in a couple of seconds, as I said before. Let me just check the chat. Thank you guys that you're all here in the stream. So let's prepare yourself for the next round, which will start on Troy. Thank you guys for still being here. Good evening to Forget Me Sakib. Ripdig is here. Hello everybody, and thank you for being here in the stream. Really appreciate it. Now let's wait for the next round to start. Should start just in a few seconds, and then we will see what's happening next here. Gonna be really interesting. And there we go, 63 players. So that's even a further player compared to the first round. We will now see Troy getting played the first time in this group. And as I said before, normally you can see in the first rounds a lot of hot drops happening, as well as in the last 2 rounds when everybody needs to push and get some points. Let's see what's happening next here in the second round. It's loading quite long. Maybe a little bit too long. Normally it is instant in the loading screen of the map. Let me check Discord. My stream is still live, so it can't be my local internet. Let's give it a further second. I can do one thing with the second account. Restarting the game, and if I can then connect to the server, it will help. That's good that we have a second account here, as nobody is complaining about in the chat. I guess everything is working, but I will leave my first device just there, try to let it load, and now restart the second one. One is riding. Maybe it did kill itself. Just be patient, then you would be in. And the flight is starting. Oh, we maybe need to rehost that round, as some guys did disconnect. Maybe. HG didn't drop. I can show it you even. Oh, this round probably needs to be rehosted. But why someone did disconnect? Everybody was able to join the round. And they are just some guys. It's alright, we are there. This is now difficult because some teams will play the round. I would say just play the round. If you would have waited patiently, nothing would have happened. And most of the players are even here, so this is alright. Oh no, most are not here. We have 40 players. So this will take some time now. This is an issue nobody could see before. And for all those guys who stayed patiently inside, you can see a fight, but I'm not sure if this will count. We can switch already down. Let me surely clarify that. Yeah, we should rehost it. Down to 39 already. So let's have a look at the fight, and then we will see in parallel if it is getting rehosted or not. Clara here for PCR. The bad thing is, he now, the worst case, would need to wait until the round is over. So let's see what's going to happen here. We will have a look at the fight. And this has to do probably with the upcoming update, as this round started super late, when the flight already was starting off. And we have had some simulations in the past at some other tournaments at PUBG Mobile. This can happen. We could see for sure the flight taking place there. Exhibit hall taken by the Wild Dynasty team. No, Wild Pro team and the Light Warriors. Down to 14 teams. The sad thing is we can't kill this room. For example, at PUBG Mobile with the esport rooms, this was possible. So we will rehost this room. Restart? Yeah. There's no... Oh. I am not the host, guys. And please keep the chat in English. Errors can happen, for sure. So this room will be rehosted. And we will have another short break. This round will not count. Just writing something. Alright, it's all good. So this round will not count. Just some funny fights probably happening here. We will start the next one as soon as possible. You can see something else here. So the problem which occurred, not all the teams could connect. I had the same issue when a round started. So for sure that can happen. Round will be restarted, so everything is alright, guys. Everything is alright. Let me check when the planned start is. 5 minutes after. So let's see. Hopefully everybody is killing himself. Yep, some are killing himself, and now everybody should see that some guys are killing itself. This is the best way. I said it before. If you kill each other or yourself, then everybody would see it in the kill feed, and you know, maybe something wrong is happening here. Everybody's killing itself. What's happening in this room? Look at this. We are down to 23 players. This is even funny. Look at it. And hopefully everybody gets look at the kill feed down to 19. This is the fastest match ever seen at a tournament. United Esports, another one, while Dynasty gets the kill. So this round will not count. We are down to 13 players. Devo here, Explosion killing themselves as well. This guy going in some poison gas as well. So I think everybody is able to see that, hopefully. While Dynasty killed himself there as well. Still have here... Oh, we can see basically, we can see all those players being at this position, which we are not able to connect. So that bug which had a single player in the back in the days. Rosix Moon, Sauron still here. So I think... Yep. They're even reviving each other. They are the only team inside, the Light Warriors. Oh. Lopaluka. Probably going into the water. Alright, so this was the second round. No, I'm just kidding. The next round will start really soon. Let me just get into the other overlay again. We have a slight delay here for today. This is super funny. So, we will have a short break. I will connect now towards the room. as it is going to start in 10 minutes. Hey Hansa, good evening. Oh, hopefully Elite Warriors see that. I mean, they are trolling each other now. At least I can tell you that. Let me get out of the room and enter the next round. So we will have another short break, which is not too bad. Let me set up a new timer. Or in around 6 minutes. I will be back in 5 to 6 minutes when the next round is going to start. If it starts earlier, for example, if every player would join in time, I will be here earlier. But for sure this can happen as we are short before a huge update and they are doing some tests at the server. So I will be back for you after a really short break.
Abrázame toda la noche, no nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda. Seguimos siempre la pasión y confiamos solo en el amor. Yeah. No quiero perder lo que queda. Y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más encontrando vida en el camino, melodías que no hemos tocado y yo no quiero descansar. Resuena por la pared, creando una canción. No quiero perder el ritmo y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más Crucemos en número, en solo un trueno de horizontes. Seremos miles. Crecemos en número, en solo un trueno de horizontes. Seremos miles. Más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más allá. I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the whole close, it starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe.
So there we go, I'm back for you, and we are now 59 players. That means from every team at least a player is here, which is great. So we can start planned in 2 minutes. And it should be possible for all the teams to participate in that round, and this is the most important thing. I guess this is happening due to the server load. And let's see if everybody is able to connect. We have been 63 players. We are now there with 58, which is great. And I'm really looking forward that the next round is starting pretty soon. So good luck to all the participants. We can have a look again at the standing. As we already looked at it before the round normally should have started. We have for sure Wild Dynasty on the first position with 19 points, and their Chicken Dinner 9 points, no 6 points ahead of Wake. Is their second position, a good round. And for sure PCR Orange on the third position. United Esports without any placement points until 10 kill points on the 4, followed by Humiliating the Gods on the 5 and the Light Warriors on the 6. So now that we are there with 62 players, the round will start pretty soon. Let's hope all the best and cross the fingers that this round can start. So thank you guys for still being here in the stream. Really appreciate it. And then we will see some first class New State Mobile getting played here once again. Let me shortly check if got some water here. No, there is a new bottle of water. My wife brought me one. Nice, thank you. And the round should start soon. 64 players being here. This is great. So all the players are here. Hopefully it is starting now. The round started and the sound was there. The click that we're joining the round. That's good. That means that all the players are able to join the round. So let's not wait any longer and prepare ourselves for the second round of the day right here at the European Spring League at New State Mobile. It's the Group B, the final qualification phase, and we are starting off into the second round of today. So this is looking much better with 64 players being here. The flight starting on the right hand side next to Vermont. We are flying close to Vermont and the little village next to the mall, close to Chester, and we are ending our flight a little bit down below of the port. That means most of the teams will have a good position to drop off as we are going nearly through the center, which is close to the mall of the map. Only the teams which go maybe for Garrison or City Hall will have a hard way to fly there, but for that they can drive over with some vehicles. So that is the setup for the second round, and I think the solution was pretty good and pretty fast. We for sure have now a slight delay of like 20 minutes, but this is alright. Let's get ready for the next round and see which team is dropping off the first. It is the team number 6, which is for sure Explosion. Together with the Cimmerian Crowns, which is going to, or they are going to Vermont. Explosion going towards the Bay Area. At the position here next to it, you can see the Light Warriors with number 12 going towards the Southern Bridge. Maybe drive over towards Shelton. You can see there Devo going towards Mesa. No, they are going down in a split here next to Bay Area and Mesa. We can see the Wild Dynasty team going towards the city or either Cornwall. They keep on flying. Loganville, Cornwall, maybe somewhere there. As next we can see Wild Pro going to the mall again, this time left alone. Exhibit Hall taken by the Slime Machine team, and this will definitely be one of the first fight. No. Y-Wake keeps on flying. Sky team being close to Swanton, as well as 3 players from the Y-Wake team, so we can stay at this position or either at Chester. And we can see there's 3 teams going down towards Chester. That's Pax Durham with number 14, team 18, that's Psychic Rabbit Orange, and United Esports with number 17. Split in the 3 parts of Chester. This is beautiful. So there will not be a fight in the first second. Every team should be able to equip a little bit, and then the first fight will start to occur. And Y-Wake keeps on flying towards Hillard. They're taking the longer way. So again, no hot drops happening here. And most of the teams being around the flight. And yeah, some teams a little bit more amount going towards the north. The Sky team couldn't find an enemy here. So we can go over to the standoff at Chester as the flight has come to an end. Let's have a short look at the first zone. That's why we are waiting a little bit longer. There is no urgent fight happening. There's the first zone. What a heavy one. This zone is shifted hard to the top right side. Look at this. It is filled half the way with water. This will give us a lot of fun for the first zone. And we have a lot of space in the northern half. Maybe we can see finally again a zone ending there. Is this part of the map is so beautiful to see some fights in the late game. If you like, for sure, long distance fights. We will see a lot of it. So let's jump down to the first fight, which may happen here at Chester. That's United Esports. Green team is number 17, being close towards Psychic Rabbit Orange on the west part at Chester. And at the southern part, the yellow team, this is Pax Deorum, and they already firing some shots. That's 2-3 with the 2x scope, and the M416 started to shoot at the opponent. And for now, they are slightly getting closer, but not another fight is happening here. Player for Pax Deorum being pretty close now towards the opponents. But not as close that he can get hit. Sally from United Esports. They got 1,600 drone credits, 894 Pax Deorum, and 1,400 for PCR. So that means if they are split away more from each other, the 2 northern teams, that means that Pax Deorum couldn't loot that fast here in their position, but that's just pure speculation. But anyway, I'm super hyped for this round. By the way, if you have a look again at the teams, what do you think? Which team will win the round? My guess from last time, United Esports, was definitely not correct, but they got 10 points, which was pretty good. My guess for this round, right here on Troy, will be the Light Warriors team is number 12. So what is your guess? Please let me know it in the chat. We can see PCR getting away of Chester. I could see the other ones landing down at this position. Pretty good decision. 1.8k drone credits. That's enough to risk a rotation quite early. Even if they would lose a player during the rotation, they can most likely revive him. Explosion at the east side. In a split at Bay Area and the airdrop. Ivanovic trying to take the airdrop. And again, no fights happening here. But a rotation happening. Pax Deorum, the other team from Chester getting away of that position. 1,200 drone credits. Yanni, good evening. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great. Welcome, welcome. And thank you guys for all being here. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button. Let's boost the stream into the good algorithm at YouTube. And feel free to subscribe to my channel. Beautiful M7 skin here. One of the more unknown skins. But still a nice one. You can see the rotation. Further teams starting to rotate. So we have 1 minute left. This time the team's starting to rotate earlier. But to be honest, this time the zone is shifted more to the edge. So that could be the reason for that. Slime Machine taking an early rotation as well. They were being super close now to Bay Area. While there's some flames for the team. Nice. Support is really nice. Just really appreciate it. And the Light Warriors being in the boat. Driving all the way around. Maybe a nice move. And United loses Liker. And I'm not sure if they will be able to revive him. He ate another shot. Oh, Moon covering him with the vehicle. Nice move. Now being in the smoke. They are able to revive him. Hola, Paul Lopez. Good evening, everybody. Oh, look at Flicker. He just takes the risk. That's the Wild Pro team taking the risk to get some kills, and that's maybe not the best decision against United Esports. They have revived their teammate, and now they drive over Liker, but Moon is there as well. It's a 3 versus 4 disadvantage situation for United, but Moon gets the first and gets the other one from a disadvantage now into the slight advantage in a 3 versus 2 fight. Respite shooting at further enemies, gets their Flicker as well, so that's not looking good, and that was what could happen here. And that is Wild Pro down to 1 player. Ay. My guess for this round still possible with the Light Warriors, but this is a GG. 420 drone credits for the meme. He needs to revive 3, but United Esports, will they go for the kill? They have lost a player here as well, but most likely they will be able to instant revive him with 2.7k drone credits. That's easy doable. I said it before, this is quite risky. United Esports, one of the best teams. And it got punished. That's Wild Dynasty, the other Wild team here. Super close to the yellow marked team is number 11. That's the breaking team, but no fight happening here at the moment. And United Esports falling in the green. Yep, we can see it. An explosion as well as Cimmerian Crowns and Devu already at the cliffs at the east side. Taking the high ground, and especially Devu here in a super good high ground position. Skinji, Youth, Cypher, and Cuvis. Fentic, Marodi, Lombi, and Dudga here for the breaking team. Rotating as well more to the center. Oh, I can see something happening here pretty soon. Oh, he's on a bike. Super close to Slime Machine. That can be a Zend. Breaking team best. Yeah, nice. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. I like that. And what I said, yep. That Slime Machine was their first kill in the round against the Sky team. And the Blava got killed. United with the revive of the teammate. And the other players of the Sky team rotating now more northern of the position, but still too close towards the enemies. We can hear the shots of the opponent team. Bishek. The M41694 scope. Caused some damage at the vehicle, but nothing more. And that's the first zone. Started already to move. We can have a look at the further rotations. As I said before, this is a heavy shift towards the top and east side. A lot of teams being close towards the center and the Light Warriors here. Oh, no explosion. Did they see them? Yeah, they are shooting at the Cimmerian Crowns and United Esports in the red zone. They need to go for the revive. Is Rigos quite close by? This can be dangerous, but he's only 1 player. Don't think he will push over. That's the Light Warriors team getting closer towards the factory, trying to get a spot in the center. Northern, that's the HGG team. That's what we are doing already. Not sure if you did see that. I'm showing the map as long as possible, but longer if there are some fights will not be good. And I think we have found a good midway. If there is a fight, I will for sure watch the fight. But anyway, we have already a look at the map a really long time when the flight started. 2 minutes will be too long, as this could be annoying as well. But I think we are looking at it at least 1 minute 30, maybe even 2 minutes. Don't know exactly. We can have a look at the timer next time. I think it has been like 2 minutes. And at the zone shifts for sure. We will have a look at it, and most likely I will show you these zones, especially in the early game. This is possible as there are not that many fights with these 16 teams, but sometimes there are some fights at the beginning. That's why we can't see the map then properly, but I will for sure have a look at it then after the fight and explain you the rotations which we could already see. So the next zone is starting in 5 seconds. So let's have a look at it and see where the next zone is ending at. There we go, the next zone is shifted now more to the landers. And I think even at these rotations we are definitely looking longer than 10 seconds. So I think, Akira, we have a really good solution here to have a look at those fights. And we can see the Sky team getting shot here already. That's the point where we need to go in, as the Sky team is already down to 3 players. And they soon may lose another one. Oh, Boba loses the door. Light Warriors super close. Esdonair or XM here, entering that compound super low in between now several teams. I thought we may lose a player here. We can see a player dying here. So we can have a look again short at the map. For sure not the full overlay. But I think we can handle this in a good way. Most likely we will have a look at the zones in between the shifts. Sometimes, as I said before, if there is a fight happening pretty soon, we will not look at it. And Devo loses a player, and PCR finds one of Wild Pro. That's the end. Rigos try to get over to Lab. That's the end. Out on position 16. Oh, not the best start. Let's see where they will end up at the scoreboard after this round. Pax Deorum rotating at the south as well as Wild Dynasty. And most of the teams being here at the center. Not any urgent fights happening. I guess we can have a look at the rotation of Humiliating the Gods as they are entering the zone at the northern position. Or we'll have a look at Wild Dynasty. The fight will come up here pretty soon. So let's have a look at them. Barely escaping from Pax Deorum. Player here, close to Speedboy, 2-3 and Feeling. But for now, no fights happening. Getting back to the Light Warriors. And the red zone finds Feeling. We have just had a look at this team, and that's Humiliating the Gods. Oh, Funs did get off the vehicle. It explodes already, and now there's something heavy going on. Light Warriors, my guess for the round. Boba, as well as Hardway, pulling off the nade. And Funs finds Bieber. Now this is an urgent situation for them. That is not looking too good. Look at Funs here. What a nice position. Inside of the bus station. Can't get hit that pretty hard by Nate. Maybe Bobak. Oh, they lost another one. No, the 2 flanking players knocked down to the ground. Yeah, clear. I explained to you. We will have a look at it, but sometimes as a fight is happening, I simply can't look at the zone as the fight has priority. As the crowd wants to see the fights. So this is alright. HGG now pushing over. And as I said, this is only happening sometimes. Waffle together with 3 teammates, and that's the elimination. Light Warriors are dead. And HGG 4 clean kills, my guess. That's it for my guess. So hopefully that will not happen again, my guess. Out on the 15 and 4 clean kills for humiliating the gods. Crozix Moon entering the zone number 2 here at the southern side. Sauron and the teammate already being here, that's Sauron. And the two other ones coming more from the south position, that's Kitisake and Cedrix. Oh, the nice flip. Oh, and the front flip. Alright. With the pre-registration reward skin. Beautiful one. Definitely one of the OG skins. If you can call them OG skins, as the game is now out for a little bit more than half a year. Novik, together with God5, Myth, and Amani here. Being on the position. I'm not sure, Akira, did you watch any of my tournament casts? Just asking because I'm curious. Then you would have seen how we have handling it, and this is really like you have described it. Only in some circumstances when there is a fight, we are not looking at this zone. United Esports getting some damage done by the Sly team, Sly Machine. They've renamed the team after the group stage. Moon, Sali, Leica, Respite back in the game as a full team. They were able to revive Moon or to pick him up again. Oh, that's Leica getting knocked again by an M1 10A1. Oh, this gun is shredding. A lot of damage in only a few shots possible. And if you then consider the recoil of this gun is really good. And we can see it played or getting played quite often. But this is a classical standoff. The next zone got announced. So they start the rotation, and this is a heavy one. Look at this zone, it's shifted hard to the northeast side, and the first team is already starting the rotation. Explosion entered the Bay Area, will fight soon against Debu. And already Ivanovic knocked down to the ground. Crozix Moon next to them. That's loose. Explosion down to 3 players. 2 keep on rotating. While Dynasty getting into the zone soon as well as Sly Machine. And United Esports in a good position now, but the bottleneck is here at the bottom side. So let's have a look at the ongoing fights. As we can't see that much here. And there's this explosion down to 2 players. Fallen negative is away. But Fallen being still close to the Bay Area. To Debu. They are down to 3. They got 2 kills. Oh, that's Kinji knocked down to the ground. Fallen tries to do something in a 1 versus 2 situation against Debu. Maybe this nade will hit if he leaves it bounce and throws it fast. With the jump, it will hit them. No, bouncing against the wall. So they are still in the game as a 3-man team. Looking at the further rotations, something crazy possible happening here. HGG, another team driving into the arms. That is Sauron. Sauron will flip the vehicle. No, he's lucky. He can keep on driving. Oh, they can't knock him out. And while Dynasty loses a player, they are still in the game. Split now in a 2-and-2. And look at HGG. They need to be careful. Helix here. They found now one of Crozix Moon. Benzay, can he find another one? He could find another one. What a clean position for him. 5 kills in the count, and HGG is still in the game as a full squad. Crozix down to 2. Now they need to be careful. Breaking team. They are still in the game as well. Next to them here it's Wywake. Anti-Cimmerian Crowns fighting against the breaking team. I think the enemies did do a kill. Sauron getting naded. This might be the end soon for the enemies. Cimmerian Crowns knocking down Amani of Wild Dynasty. Good 5 is still here. Oh, Wild Dynasty, the leading team. 0 points so far. And if he get killed, that will be a 0-point round after the win the first round. He's down to 19, and that's the end. Cimmerian Crowns eliminating Wild Dynasty. 3 kills secured. And that will cause maybe a switch at the first position. This is quite crazy. This is quite crazy. So we are down to 13 teams. Still way close to HGG. Crozix Moon back at 2 players. So the nade was not for them, probably. Don't know. Sky team lost a player. Pax Diorum entering the Bay Area. Explosion made it to the high ground with 2 players. Lucky. The HGG is still in 2-and-2 split. They need to be a little bit careful. They have some good cover here. And they are still in a good position. But I'm not sure if they can stay there for the next zone. Cimmerian Crowns is knocked down against the BR team. Let's have a look at them. An HGG, one gets knocked by the Sly team. Sly Machine. So, breaking team not in some troubles here. PCR fighting against United. Cimmerian Crowns, that's the team shooting at. Oh, breaking team. Down to 3 players. 5.3k drone credits and an airdrop or a drone coming in. Beautiful skins equipped here. There's the drone coming down to the ground, probably a green flare, and they still have over 5k drone credits left. United Esports were fighting here against PCR, the northern position. They were shooting towards the lab, but this is all right. Moon taking some boosters, and I think we can have a look at the next zone as it is shifted once again. It didn't let me in. To the top left side, not that many positions in the water inside of it anymore. HGG getting into the vehicles, trying to get back to 2 other teammates. Light Warriors, 1000 Edge, as well as United Esports in the Northern Edge, good position. United Esports, they're in a good hard cover as well. Oops, at the other team. And now look at the 1000 Edge. Light Warriors knocking down one of the Sky team that can cause that they can only rotate late. And they found the kill. Light Warriors with another kill. But what are these 5-6 teams doing here at the south? We have Breaking Team. We have Cimmerian Crowns, Devu, Pax Deorum, Explosion, Slime Machine rotating in, and the Sky Team. That's 7 teams out of 13. More than the half of the teams coming in from the south side. And even Crozek's Moon there at the beach. So I guess we have a look at the further rotations. Look how patiently they are waiting in the Bay Area. Oh, this can be super risky. PCR, good position left. They need to move out. Maybe we'll get shot from United. We can see the shots already happening, and that's a fight in between Crozek's Moon. And that's the end of the opponents of Explosion. 2 kills secured by Crozek's Moon in their position here. Explosion out on the position 13. The Sky team finds one of Cimmerian Crowns. Nice shots. Just started to rotate, and that's their second kill. Down to 2 players. Not looking too good for them as well. Crozek's Moon with their revive. Beautiful. Oh, did really Explosion run into their position with a green flare, or did they just call one in? As there is no drone at this position, they may found one in the death crates of the opponents. Slime Machine starting to shoot at Crozek's Moon. Oh, and the instant take aim to the guy in the sky. Player there dropping off. If you have a look at him, okay, Crozek's Moon down to 2. That's why Wake is their kill, and we need to switch over as there are some huge compound crashes coming in. And this is the Breaking Team pushing over towards the Cimmerian Crowns as well as the Light Warriors. The Light Warriors down to 3. Breaking Team still in the game as a full squad. Can't take now the lead as the enemies are down to 3. Fantic here trying to push the right hand side. Getting pushed now by an opponent. 2 knockdowns for Forget. Great move, and it is the Breaking Team. What a great move from the Light Warriors. 4 kills secured. And this was a great move by Forget. Triple kill. He did move out, got 2, and got then even the 3rd one. But they need to be careful. This position is still hot. The American Crown still surviving with 1 player. That's Richard. And now the other one's rotating in. Next zone shifted to the bottom right side. We can't look at it at the moment. Look at this. That's the Slime Machine team driving in between several other teams. PCR losing one at the northern side. Pax Deorum losing a player in the zone. And that is Slime Machine X God getting shot down. The vehicle starts to burn. He needs to get off. That is the end for him. And Devo here is still in a good position, but they need to push over towards the next zone. Look at this. The Light Warriors found another one against Pax Deorum. Further players following. Look at them. They need to move over. And we will have a look at the fight here. The northern position. That is PCR pushing over towards the United Esports team. They are in the game as a 3-man team versus 4 players of the opponents. So the opponents did knock one down and could finish him. And now that's a huge advantage. Moon's Nate not hitting him. And now they need to cover it down to 1 player. It's only Respite here. He throws in an 8, knocks down another one. It's a 1 versus 2 situation against Sally and another guy from PCR. And he finds another one. Respite nearly gets it. Look, 2 guys low HP. And it's Psychic Rabbit Orange eliminating United Esports after a good start in the first round. They are out on the 11. Again, no placement points. And Psychic Rabbit Orange close to death, but 5 kills in the game as a full squad. Now further rotations happening. Crozek's Moon, Kisaka, last lone player in the game, going into the next zone. And the Light Warriors definitely have a good spot here. And that's another kill. Adam with the kill, number 6 against Crozek's Moon this time. On the other side, Y-Wake moving in as well. That can be the end. A Light Warrior, super good position. Let's see if they can hold it once again. This time being more outside of the compound. Jopaluka and Adam pushing really heavy. Ebox did move in. Kraken is there to secure the position inside, pushes around, finds another one, and Y-Wake down to 2 players. That's kill number 7 and 8. And they called in another green flare. This time it arrived. They can revive another teammate. Devu, the next team. All those teams going over to this compound. Look at the vehicles here already. This is kinda crazy, but Devu stopping by at the edge of the zone, trying to get something here. And this is Cypher getting knocked down to the ground. Youth seems to be AFK. But still alive. Behind them, this is CNSL, sorry, for the Y-Wake team. The next zone shifted to the top right side here. Not a single team inside. And now Youth did get off, but still Devu in the game. And that's further knockdowns. Kill number 9. Next to them, that's a player of Pax Deorum in a good covered position. Lol, look at this hard cover. Nice one. Y-Wake loses the other one. They are out on position 8. Richard getting shot already. Oh, look at this. Forget. Did get killed while he was dropping down. PCR entering the zone at the northern position. Devu, Cypher dies. Jeev is still in the game. And now look at this zone. And the position for Psychic Rabbit. Orange. Perfect position. Now getting pushed by the first team. That is Waffle together with Benzai. 2-man team. Entering the zone at the northern edge. That's how it is looking from their position. A good position. A slight cover. Not the best one. It is good that Richard can't properly aim at them. Just stay alive, not get knocked. Light Warriors on the other compound need to enter the zone, so the best position for PCR. But now Waffle getting knocked, that's what I said, this should not happen. And Benzai needs to get over. Devu dying in the zone on position 7. Still a placement point. We have a full squad here and a 3-man team on the other side. 13 players in total. Oh, all those vehicles. Quite heavy damage. Player waiting in the blue zone as it started to move. Richard, a single guy for the Sumerian Crowns. Top position. You can see that the Sky team still somehow in the game. Any news about map? Not so far, Mango Pom. Hopefully there's something in the next couple of days. PCR jumping over the ditch. Oh, that's the end. Probably. Richard for CC is still in the game. Light Warriors knocked down. Kraken here. HGG going for late green. It did work. They will get some time from it. And now Adam being the last guy from Light Warriors getting shot. Richard, great move, killed another one. Sumerian Crowns with 6 kills in the top 5. And look at HGG. They had a good first round already, if I'm correct. It's a 4 versus 2 versus 1 versus 1. And another player of HGG humiliating the gods. Flying back in with a reviving drone. And soon we may see something more. And don't be curious. And there's still Pax Deorum. And that's the end. The Light Warriors on the 5. So don't be curious. Mangopom, we have a 5-minute delay. That's why I can't answer you that fast. And I don't have the time when I'm casting to write down something into the chat. Benzai and Waffle here. The third guy dropping off. I guess that PCR will spot him. They as well as HGG close to the next zone. But both need to move. Benzai 4 first aids. That helps a little. Oh, he gets into the vehicle. Can't move that properly inside, but he is inside of the zone. But the vehicle keeps on rolling. I hate it when it happens. But Helix made it down into the zone. And can he loot a death crate here? That is great. Benzai now knocked and finished. They are still in the game as a 2-man team. Richard in the blue zone taking damage. Pax Deorum died on the 4th position. This will be the win in the hands of PCR. I don't think that one of the 2 other teams can kill them. Richard dying through the zone. Now PCR in a 4 versus 2 situation. And only a huge nade could finish them. But now the first one getting spotted. And Waffle soon getting spotted as well. PCR jumping over. Sally spots the enemy together with the teammate, and that's the end. In total 8 kills. GG, well played too. Psychic Rabbit Orange winning the second round of today. HGG with 13 kills on the second spot. Great round once again. And we are switching over to the second scoreboard to secure all the placements and kill points. And then we will have a short break once again, and starting off is the next round in a couple of minutes. So GG, well played again to Psychic Rabbit Orange. Let me grab their logo and see if we get it. There it is. Saving it. And we will see us again after a really short break. And I guess this time we'll start the next round. Everything in time. Hopefully no crashes occur. So I will be back in around 8 minutes. That's somewhere at 21:44. Yeah, somewhere in around 8 minutes. So I will be in a short break. GG will play to Psychic Rabbit Orange with their first chicken dinner in this group. So not Light Warriors, not the United Esports team. Let's see which team is winning the next round after a short break.
Abrázame toda la noche, no nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda. Seguimos siempre la pasión y confiamos solo en el amor. Yeah. No quiero perder lo que queda. Y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más encontrando vida en el camino, melodías que no hemos tocado y yo no quiero descansar. Resuena por la pared, creando una canción. No quiero perder el ritmo y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más crucemos en número, en solo un trueno de horizontes, seremos miles. Crecemos en número, en solo un trueno de horizontes, seremos miles. Más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más allá. I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the Tahoe closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I wanna say goodbye. My love, I'm gone. I need to be strong. The darkness had tried to swallow me. Some days I fall, but I hear your call. I pray I don't hit the ground. Gravity. Gravity.
Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I prayed for my downfall, and I found a way to reconcile, 'cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I deserve to say I'm sorry, so lie. Pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide.
So there, I'm back for you. That was the second round with the Psychic Rabbit team winning the round. That means 2 rounds to go. We are right now 60 players inside of the lobby, 4 to go. But all the teams are here, which is pretty good. So let's have a look at the current standing of the Spring League Qualification Final. And we can see it clearly there that the PCR Orange team took over the lead with 1 point ahead of the Humiliating the Gods team. What I've said before, they've had a good round the first round. And now they are second with 12 placement points, 16 kill points without a chicken dinner. So they will be definitely one of the favorite teams now to get a chicken dinner. If they can hold their first positions, or at the first position without a chicken dinner, this is great. And we can see there the Elite Warriors in the third position with 19 points. Even with Wild Dynasty on the fourth point, they drop a little bit after their 0-point round, but still 19 points, that's already a really good one. Wayback on the 5 with 17 points, Sumerian Crowns on the 6 with 15 points. United Esports needs to step up a little bit, 0 placement points but 13 kill points, and Sly Machine with 9 kill points on the 8th position. Second scope starting with the breaking team, still everything possible. And just to remind you, the top 6 move into the Spring League Season 1. So let's see which team will win the next round and have a look again at the trailers. This is just the start of the Spring League Season 1 here at New State Mobile. And there we go with the flight starting in a couple of seconds. We can see that the flight keeps on going at the top side of Lipovka. We are flying close to the mansion over the school into the rough direction of Gatka. So that flight is shifted a little bit to the north side compared to the center point. That means military base is not easy to reach. And I'm curious to see where the teams will drop off. Probably again 3 teams at Georgia, as this is as close as in the last round. Maybe another team to Severny, School, Rozok, Yasnaya. All easy to reach, and we can see already the Elite Warriors team going towards the Milta power plant, this time followed by Wywake. If I think back at the group stage, yep, Wywake did land there. A little bit more to the left hand side than Elite Warriors, so let's see if they will fight against each other. And that's the Elite Warriors team going there in that direction as well. 3 teams dropping off the Elite Warriors in a split here. Adam, maybe you can spot them. Wild Dynasty Brook, yeah, helping off the Light Warriors team here. Oh, they're close to each other. And one of Wybake going to a different position. The Sky team close to this Wald, Evu. 2 teams at the school. And now this is happening, what I've said for the first round. Many hot drops. 2 teams here at Pushinki as well. Where should we look at? We can't look at everything. This is the flight. And we need to interrupt probably for the first fights. Teams are splitting way good from each other. It's super hard to see where they did go. 3 teams again, United Esports, Crossix Moon and CC at Georgia Pole. Explosion finds an enemy, is driving by. Happening at the school, that's Wild Bro. Flicker got knocked as well, so we need to... No, he got finished. Yep, Wild Bro down to 3. An explosion now at the main building. Vigos, Lyrics and Kitsune on the apartment buildings. And breaking team close to Slay Machine, and Marodi, the teammate, needs to get back super late. And still the standoff here on the east side. Light Warriors, Elite Warriors, Wywake, all close to each other, and that will be the first fight we will have a look at. And the first zone, oh my god, shifted to the bottom left side. This is a crazy setup for the first round, as this is super far away from the flight. And we can already see the Light Warriors moving away with 2 vehicles, probably towards the zone. And they will lose one. Yep, Kinji, Youth and Kiev is left. They lose another one, they get another one. Or they get their first one. Oh, Estonair getting pushed now by 2 opponents, and the Light Warriors found an enemy as well. Not the worst start for Devu here. If they can get another kill, that's a 2-for-1 trade, that would be great. Youth couldn't spot the enemy there. Off position, but Estonair getting a hit. And now they are aware where that guy is at. Spotted now by Youth, but Estonair did move into the building. Oh, he has only a shotgun and nothing more. And Kievis would have a good position. Explosion still at Wild Dynasty at this school. And look at this, only 4 teams, and the Sky player, was he AFK? Probably. Now the lucky guy in the zone. Quarry the center, this is crazy. So we are now even 3 minutes and 40 seconds in the game. So these 2 minutes were not an issue. So Akira, I guess we can hold the 2 minutes without any problems. Just was not secure if how long the flight does take place. And I was aware that we were waiting like a minute, so I guess this is alright and we can hit the 2 minutes. This is not a problem at all. And as I said before, we will have a look at all the zones where we can have a look, which will happen for 90% of the circumstances. Wywake without any kills here. Close to the Elite Warriors player Adam. They secured the first kill against the Elite Warriors. Let me drink something, I'm sorry. Not that many fights happening, and they picked up another player here and driving towards the zone. And Wywake starting to shoot at Adam. Adam needs to be careful. There's another one coming by. Lol, the vehicle flip. Needs to be careful. Elite Warriors in a good position. And now Wywake pushing over. Oh. Forget Kraken, Jopaluka, not too close. Forget is getting closer. And maybe he's able to do something there if I have a look at the standing. Elite Warriors in the 3rd position versus Wywake on the 5th position. 2 points. Oh no. Away from each other. Oh, why this gun was that loud. They have lost Adam. First kill in the count of Wywake, and that means Elite Warriors down to 3 players, but Jopaluka and Kraken already in the rotation. And Jopaluka with the beautiful buggy here. Oh, good flank position. He has an SKS for the distance. And he has a red flare. Kraken is there as well, but look at Wywake, they are retreating from the fight. And they can't even loot the... Oh, they got a green flare already, that's why they are playing it that offensive. Alright, but Wywake taking it good, taking the safe way. At 4 players, and now we can see already some further rotations happening. But let's get over towards the school. Explosion finds another one of Wild Bro, they are down to 2 players. They have even called in an airdrop. Oh, Lepevga, the nade of the opponents. Oh, the nade! Ooh, nearly explodes inside of that room. And Lyric now pushing over. Here's the opponent. And will go inside. Can't spot the enemy. Oh, he needs to roll over. Lyrics. Oh my god. But the enemy gets off the room. Maybe just tries to get some time that the teammates can help. They won't push over now. Ivanovic getting over. And Slime Machine fighting against the breaking team. Oh, breaking team found one. And now the second one arrived. The enemy just baiting. Down to 4 bullets. 2 guys here with the mini. Finds the first. That's a strong gun. And that's even the kill. Reloads. The enemy can't hit him. Oh, nearly gets the second one. Lyric. Nice try. Wild Bro down to 1 player. 1 kill at least secured. Ooh, imagine. He would have stayed at DSLR. It was at 20 ammunition, 20 bullets before the fight. Ay. And now they are down to 1 player. Some hard cover behind him. And they will stay alive. Slime Machine, that's the fight. Right, that Pushinki. Fantig knocked down to the ground, but Slime Machine down to 2 players. So still an advantage situation for the breaking team. Now Lombi here in the same building as one of the opponents. And Decent on the other side, throwing in a Molotov. This Molotov can help them at the fight. That is Bishek knocked down. by Lombi, and that means Slime Machine down to one player. It's only decent. The Molotov didn't hit it now. They know even where he's at. And this is a 1 versus 4 situation, disadvantage for decent. The enemy is pushing in. One will wall in the building to his left side. No. They're pushing in. They're baiting him. They know where he is. That's the end. The breaking team with 4 kills secured, eliminating the Slime Machine team as the first team out of this round number 3 of this evening. Back at the map, the first team starting to rotate. The first zone started to move already. Let's have a look at the beautiful rotations, as there are a lot of rotations happening at the moment. Still on the east side. Highway close to Light Warriors. While Dynasty getting out of Yasnyaya. Explosion with their revive. They already inside. Oh, they're still at the school. I mixed them up with the other red team. While Dynasty rotating. Let's hear if they are shooting. Breaking team. Yeah, they did do quite a good job there. Pags the Autumn, followed by a respite from United Esports. The other teammates already inside of the zone. HGG in the northern position. Entering the zone soon as well. Rigos here, while Dynasty, that might be the end. But Light Warriors Beaver in the vehicle as well. Grozix Moon at the west coast together with Psychic Rabbit Orange, the winners of last round. And Explosion in the red zone. Oh, flipping the vehicle here. Pegs the Autumn getting away from United. And I think we can have a look at further rotations as the one or the other team is getting closer to another one. And Rigo's getting followed here from the Wild Dynasty team. Switching over to Rigos. Oh, and there's the red zone. Imagine dying as the last player in the zone. That would be heavy. That would be heavy. Level 3 helmet. And still way close towards the Allied Warriors. Debu with their revive. Ah, the vehicle takes some shots and the players as well. The vehicle. Oh, they lost the player for Pojuk. Knocked off the vehicle. That's the Allied Warriors team with their kill number 2. Don't start a fight. You can't handle it. This was a good one. The other players now being close to the Allied Warriors team. They are down to 3. And further rotations happening. Next zone coming soon to an end. Amani of Wild Dynasty taking the lead for that team. Let's see, he keeps on driving straight towards Pax Deorum. There's player waiting. Oh, the tire explodes. That's the end for the vehicle. But he can't find the enemy. The teammates are not that close. They can help him. Player still dodging the bullets. Armani or player. Player or Armani. Oh my god, this fight. And that's the knockdown for Wild Dynasty. That's the knockdown and the kill. First kill secured. Smoking off the position. And now waiting for a teammate to get closer. He's still at 90 HP or 85. 77, okay. That's 2 to 3. Close by. Feeling arrives as well. And he still needs to hold it a little bit patiently. Feeling with an 8, and that's the knockdown. And Wild Dynasty not that far away. Trying to get something of the situation. The other players not that close. And the next zone get announced. And it is right again. Shifted to the bottom left side. Look at the amounts of teams which need to rotate. That's that many. And we can see further things happen here. Crozix Mood taking again the cliffs close to Psychic Rabbit. While Dynasty lost their player Armani. Cimmerian Crowns close to United Esports. Sali. Starting to shoot at them while Dynasty, the other players rotating in as well. They are at 2.6k drone credits. Easy revive. Kivis, Debu, they are still rotating. Oh my god, look at HGG. HGG, Crozix Moon, close towards PCR, and that's another upcoming fight. Let's have a look at it. They were closer in the meantime already. CR causing some damage at Crozix Moon. Sauron ate some shots here. And PCR now on the other hand side loses one, but I saw another team. I saw United Esports getting over, HGG taking over. Now PCR, they found the player of the opponent team. Waffle pulling off the nade, tries to secure another one. Yep, they are down to 3 players. The nade didn't hit the enemy. Waffle is aware where the enemy's at. And the other HGG player is getting closer. Where was United Esports? Okay, they did not push over. I just saw them there. And I thought they would come over. HGG now taking over them. And in parallel, United fighting against the Sky team. Waffle close to the player inside of the building. That is Sally waiting here with the Orc. Patiently for the opponents. And that Molotov. Perfect Molotov. That's the end. For that player, most likely, PCR, Sally, counter healing with a bandage, that's working. Oh, not sure if they are now aware that there is an enemy inside. And another nade, yep, that's the knockdown, well played. But don't get in. Okay, there was not another nade. PCR, down to 2 players. Not looking too good. Max Miller and Clever99. And look at this now, the full team takes over this compound. Really decent, good position. Klavar still waiting at the last building. While Dynasty was the revive of Armani at probably the quarry. Yep. And now PCR. They want to get something from that cake, from that fight here. And look at this. HGG down to 3. Yep, they've lost the player. That was Crozix Moon. Ooh, we can see United Esports close by as well. 3k drone creds, 3 players left. They need to revive. And for now, Crozix Moon not with the worst position here. Snacking that kill, getting back to the team sorrow here. His teammate did do that kill. They could have even taken over that fight with the risk that United Esports gets closer. And on the other side, the Light Warriors. No, the Light Warriors close to Devu. United Esports with revive. Oh, we will have a lot of kills in this round. Light Warriors coming all in from the north. They did rotate kinda crazy. And Wild Dynasty losing Armani once again mid-air. And Devu finds one of Wild Dynasty. No, from Light Warriors. Humiliating the gods. Without a chicken dinner on the second position, they have lost their first player in this round already. 1.9k drone credits. And a good chance to revive him. But a hard one, as Crozix Moon is super close. And still PCR alive. One player here, Max Mela in a different location. Trying to find some drone grass. And this is the setup. Let's have a look at the next upcoming zone and where the teams will need to move. It got shifted around the quarry, not that much water inside anymore. This is good. Y-Wake with a lot of space in front of them. They probably go to this position here. And now the team's jumping into the vehicles. The Light Warriors probably need to fight against Explosion. Bieber here. Nearly got drive by. Bieber starts to shoot. Couldn't cause some damage here, but Lepevga getting off the vehicle. Bieber couldn't see the opponent. Bieber, be careful, guys. The teammate's helping him. Bieber getting pushed. Bieber hears the enemy. Bieber can't find the first. 78 HP left. Secured that kill. Jumping over the wall. 2 teammates being on the high ground. It's a 3 versus 3 from the disadvantage situation in an even situation. But the enemies are inside of the hard compound. They drive around, ate a shot. And that gives Bieber the chance to throw off a nade. Let's see if the nade hits. Thrown inside of the building, not knocking down negative. Further nades. And that is Brokey for knocked down to the ground. Explosion back in a 3 versus 2 advantage. Oh, negative down to 1 HP. Bieber commit to that kill. He's not committing to it. While Dynasty picking up the teammate, trying to get around. They've lost him. Bieber knocked as well. And now It's one guy left for the Light Warriors. Explosion. Fallen, knocked down to the ground. 1 versus 2. Jumping. It's the XCM, that's the end. GG, well played. Explosion, securing 3 further kills, being at 6 kills. And sadly, the Light Warriors out on position 15. Next rotations for sure happening already. A huge bottleneck at the northwest position. That is Sky Team. Boba knocked down to the ground. And the Breaking Team. Oh, they lose another one. The Light Warriors straight out of nowhere, knocking down another one. Breaking Team loses the second one. Down to 2 players. They're getting instant into the vehicle. This vehicle is not looking that good. And he can't see that much. This is the hard thing. Tries to find the Sky Team player. This is looking quite funny. Fantic is there. Gets back into the vehicle. Kinda funny. Mavrodi keeps on driving, and the Light Warriors entering the position of where the BR team, the Breaking Team, has been. Bex Diorum, let's go boys! Akira, let's go! Hey Akira, thank you for being here again. I just looked at the timer for this round, so the 2 minutes at the start of the round are not a problem at all. Easy can handle it. And as I said before, in like 90% of the circumstances we can handle easily the 10 seconds. But some rare circumstances there will be a decent fight happening where we won't have a look, but then we will have a look like 10-20 seconds later, which should be alright. We could see there the Sky Team just going for the revive. They have lost the player. He was bleeding out like 20 seconds, and then they picked him up again close to the Light Warriors team. And this is the Cimmerian Crowns team knocking down in a Plava, and this is the end, and the player is down. Sky Team back at 2 players. United fighting against HG Moon with the kill, number 1. And what was my guess for the round? Did I even take a guess? Can't remember. My guess would have been United Esports again. They are again down to 3 players. Not sure if that will help that much. Thank you guys for still being here. If someone else is new, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for free to my channel. We are at 5,790. Let's get to 5,800 today. That would be awesome. While Dynasty finding one of Pex Deorum. No. Yep. They are down to 1. Pex found one of them now. That what did happen here, but he can't secure the kill, and the enemy's pushing over with Myth, Armani, and soon the other ones may join. Pex Deorum, 2 kill points. If I have a look at the current standing, they are on position 13 with 6 points. But still everything possible. HGG down to 1 last player, that is Helix, and United secured another kill. Breaking Team in front of them, 940 drone credits. Not a green flare in their backpack. The Light Warriors, 3 kills. So the kills are quite good split in this round. If you have a look at Cimmerian Crowns with 1 kill. And Wake with that 1 early kill, but then completely alone at the rotation. They did straight enter the zone and they were alone. Most likely if you enter straight the zone, you rush into an enemy team. They have been alone there, entering the zone from the south street there. The luck was that nobody could come from the military base. Nobody did drive over, the flight was far away. But now I'm not sure if they will stay alone at this compound. Crozix Moon entering now from the west side. And we can have a look at it full scale. We have some time for it, as not a full team is inside, all the teams rotating. And this is looking crazy. Look at this Light Warrior getting closer towards the northern warehouses at the quarry. United moving around, trying to enter somewhere at the streets at the south side. Zone started to move already. They are all rotating late. This is interesting, guys. Did you see something like that? Most likely the team is going for the center point really early. And now the Devo team. This is for sure the huge disadvantage. If you start to rotate super late, you run into a team, you will be most likely dead. Cimmerian Crowns taking some shots as well by 6 lick. Tries to escape. The blue zone is rushing him. But look at Devu. They are in the zone taking insane amount of damage. Now the zone come to an end. Like are dying in the zone already. United down to 2 players. My guess will be wrong. Cubis had a medikit even. And the next zone shifted to the bottom left side towards United. Don't cancel them in this round. Still 2 players remaining and something possible. Cubis with a good chance to move in. Cypher, the teammate, died in the zone. Youth needs to move in as well. But at least 2 players made it into the zone. Oh, Cubis barely escaping. And they need to move a long distance for the next zone. Youth taking some shots. That's the end for him. Or that's the end for him. We're down to 14 teams and soon 36 players. And yeah, it's only Cubis now for the Devo team. Döswald, oh, don't die here please. Kinji finished. And now Wild Bro. Rigos somehow still in the game. He got a green flare, but he's getting killed. The vehicle keeps on rolling away. Barely escapes that, survives that. But then Sauron finds him with a headshot. And that's another team. PCR out on the 13. Wild Bro out on the 14. We are down to 12 teams and 32 players. Sky team down to 1 player. Esdener get revived. And United down to 1 as well. As Moon gets shot by the AWM of the opponent Crozix Moon team. And Respite. They can't move easy over. He has a green flare. He tries it. The teammate is in a little bit of a rebel hole. A dip here. They're getting into the vehicle as well. As they can eliminate for sure United Esports, and that's what they try now. The revive did work. Getting to the passenger seat. The revive from the opponent's Respite called in the teammate. He's down, super low HP. Can't do anything. Oh, he knocks down one. And he gets another kill. And Sauron then knocking down one of them from Wild Dynasty, I think. And that's United Esports down to 1 player. He is soon back in the field, but he will not survive it. Or is there enough trouble that he can survive it? Look at the next zone. And it's shifted to the, for sure, to the quarry. And lots of fights happening. Let's not miss that. Crozix Moon towards negative from the explosion team. And Ivanovic as well as Fallen. Still 3 players remaining as well as from Crozix. And that is... Oh, look at United. If the player can drop down to the ground. Well, United Esports out on the 10. That would have been crazy. They didn't care about the guy who was knocked down to the ground. On the other side, that's Cimmerian Crowns fighting. Cimmerian Crowns down to trouble. 1 guy left. The Light Warriors made it towards the position. Still 3 players remaining. And Wild Dynasty throws in some nades in the game as a 3-man team. Pax the Orm somehow still alive. Trouble getting shot from outside. Forget with another one. That's the end. The Light Warriors at 7 kills. And that's the end for the opponents of Cimmerian Crowns. The Breaking team in the game as a 2-man team as well. Look at how many fights are happening here in parallel. With that heavy, crazy hard shifts of the zones, Crozix Moon still at 3 players. Trying to get away from explosion. They need to move towards the next zone. There is no time for them to fight as the zone starts to move in 15 seconds. Kiev is getting shot from multiple teams. That's the end for Devu on the position 8. We are down to 16 players and 7 teams. The average amount is super low. And on the other hand side, Breaking team loses Mavrodi. But they can go once again for another revive. Crozix Moon pushing over towards Wild Dynasty. Helix is dead. That's the HGG team out on the 7. Crozix Moon needs to push against the high ground, where Wild Dynasty is waiting at. And Pax Deorum, he spots an opponent. Oh, can't get him. Oh, out on the 6. Wild Dynasty. Oh, look at this explosion on the other side. Getting shot here. Taking insane damage from Myth. And that is Wild Dynasty pushing over Crozix as they try to push against the hill. 1 player got killed, 2 remaining. Explosion somehow still in the game as the 3-man team. Light Warriors on the other side. Breaking Team died on the 5. And look at Wild Dynasty. Can they win another round on Erangel? 8 kills. They have won the first round here. And this is looking super good in a 3 versus 1 versus 2 versus 2 situation. With another player knocked down to the ground of explosion. But the Light Warriors taking a little bit of a flank. Dangerous, but there are some good covers here. And Myth is aware of it. Tries to spot an opponent. Couldn't do that. Follow dies. The next zone starts to move in 27 seconds. The Light Warriors have the better position comparing it to the next zone. Not really. Wild Dynasty is already inside as well, so the next zone may decide it. And that's Crozek's Moon out on position 4. Explosion now starts to shoot at Wild Dynasty. If they can knock down one, that will help the Light Warriors. Negative still alive. It's a 1 versus 3 versus 2 from the perspective of Explosion. And look at this great nade. Forget knocking down one and nearly getting another one. He pulls off another nade. Forget, can that nade finish off someone of Wild Dynasty? Ivanovic died in the zone. And it could finish the opponent. It's a 2 versus 2 versus 1. And Adam committing full towards into the next zone. Forget getting pushed by Novik. And negative just waiting. Next zone at Wild Dynasty. Myth pulls off another nade. That nade can be good. Oh, Adam, no HP. And Myth with another nade will be the end. Novik pulls off another nade as well. Did he pull it back? Yep. It's a 2 versus 1 versus 1. Novik with the other nade. That should be enough. He cooks it. Can he cook it in time? He can! Wild Dynasty with the nades. Now being in a 2 versus 1 situation versus Explosion and negative. What a nice move to stay at this position. 9 kills. Decent round. Position 2, that's 15 points. There's 5 first aids. He could go for the healing standoff. And Myth reads the game good, but can't kill the enemy with that nade. Another nade. Pulled back. So Wild Dynasty taking over another round here most likely. And Myth pulls off another nade, cooks it. Right clicked it. Oh, nearly gets negative. Negative, the first aid came in right at time. And takes first aid after first aid. 3 remaining. Now 2 remaining. And this will be a GG. Well played for Wild Dynasty. Look at Novik even try to move around once again. Now that should be the last first aid. There we go. GG, well played. 2. Wild Dynasty winning off the round number 3 of this evening with a total amount of 13 kills, and they will most likely take over the lead again. Explosion on the second spot with 9, or 3 teams with 9 kills there. Beautiful. And there we go with the second part of the scoreboard. GG well played to all the teams. Wild Dynasty taking over another chicken dinner. That's their second chicken dinner already. I will be in a short break once again, changing their logo, and we will see us again in roughly 8 minutes after a really short break. That will be around 3 minutes before 10:30. So I will be in a short break. Back for you in a couple of minutes. GG will play to Wild Dynasty, securing another chicken dinner. And I will prepare now the scoreboard for you, and we will see it right after a short break.
Abrázame toda la noche, no nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda. Seguimos siempre la pasión y confiamos solo en el amor. Yeah. No quiero perder lo que queda. In gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más encontrando vida en el camino, melodías que no hemos tocado y yo no quiero descansar. Eres buena por la pared, creando una canción. No quiero perder el ritmo y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más Crucemos el número en solo un trueno de horizontes. Seremos miles. Crecemos el número en solo un trueno de horizontes. Seremos miles. Más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the Tahoe close, it starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I wanna say goodbye.
Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I prayed for my downfall, and I found a way to reconcile, 'cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield, but
There we go, one round to go, and the last one was the second chicken dinner for Wild Dynasty. I've updated the scoreboard, and let's have a look at the current standing before we jump into the last round of this evening at Troy. There we go, and we can clearly see Wild Dynasty took over the lead again with 2 chicken dinners, 20 placement points and 22 kill points at 42 points. 9 points ahead of the Elite Warriors in the second position. Humiliating the Gods dropping to the third position with 32 points, followed by PCR Orange on the fourth position with 29. 22 points in the hands of Explosion on the 5th position, 20 points for the Cimmerian Crowns on the 6th position. Breaking Team on the 7, YWAG on the 8 with 19 and 18 points, super close towards the top 6, as well as the following teams. United Esports dropping a little bit without any placement points, still at 16 points, and they are the team which I will guess for the next round that they will win the round, showing off that they can kill. Now they need to be a little bit lucky with the zone, and then they can easily win a round. And still the following teams, maybe beside Wild Pro and Light Warriors, they need to step up. But for sure, still for them, everything possible. If they take over Chicken, then they will jump huge in the scoreboard, like we could see that happening in the last round for several of the teams. So now we're waiting for the last player to join. There we go, being here with 64 players. That means we can jump off into the last round of this evening pretty soon. Back at 63. The one waiting for, one missing for the breaking team. But now we are starting off for the last round at Troy. And it's taking again quite long, but it got catched up. So it took like 3 to 4 seconds longer. But now we are there and ready for the next round to start here on Troy. Looking at the lobby, 62 players being here, so maybe one did get kicked off. And only one player getting kicked off. This could happen in my opinion. But maybe someone is joining late. So there we go. Still 62 players being here. Make yourself ready for one round to go this evening. It will be Troy getting played again. And now we are there with 63 players. So this time nobody is missing the fight. Let's jump right into the next round of Troy. So there we are. The flight is starting at the right hand side of Bay Area. And we can see it keeps on going over the Bay Area, close to the factory, in between Exhibit Hall and Anchorville, towards Swanton and Penrose. So that flight is shifted heavy to the north side. And this is interesting. So let's see where we are dropping and we see different teams. The first team is dropping off quite early once again. Cimmerian Crowns, number 8, as well as Devo, number 16 being one of the first teams. Cimmerian Crowns towards Vermont again. Safe spot, a lot of drone credits, easy to go. Wild Dynasty dropping off a little bit later in a split together with Wild Pro, maybe towards the lab. Explosion towards Exhibit Hall together with the Slide team. We should drop with them. Breaking Team and Crozex Moon towards the mall together. United, Pax Deorum and PCR going again to Chester, and this time that will be a fight probably. One of the Wild Dynasty players did miss the drop off his teammates, trying to go towards Hillard or trying to catch a vehicle, and that's definitely a fight happening here pretty soon at the Exhibit Hall. Yep, they are dropping down together. Wild Dynasty in a split in between Wild Pro. Port one team. Yeah, look at Chester. 3 teams super close to each other. All in the parachutes. So we will see definitely a fight happening there. And I think we can have a look at the first zone. Let it appear pretty soon in a few seconds. And then we jump right into this fight here. Yep, that's the Slime Machine team losing one already. While Dynasty driving over towards Bay Area most likely. Crozex Moon keeps on driving away from the mall. And PAX, PCR, and United are split away at Chester. Right, and the first zone shifted to the right hand side, but staying in the middle comparing north and south. So look at this, all the teams from the left top side, they need to move into the zone. And this is going to be super crazy. So let's jump into the first fight. We could already see Slime Machine lost the player here. They have knocked down one of Explosion as well, but now they find another one. Oh, that's a double kill. And now look at this, Ivanovic on the outside, super low HP. Getting pushed by several players of Slime Machine. It should be pretty soon the end. Decent on the other side. Oh, did they not see Ivanovic? I think he spotted. Yep. Ivanovic, that's the end. Slime Machine. At kill number 2. Soon at 3, and Lepevga did escape already. That's a good move. So that's the first fight. An Explosion down to 1. That means 3 kills secured by a Slime Machine. That might be their round. My guess for this round is definitely the United Esports team. So what is your guess? Please let me know in the comment section. And that is United finding one of the opponents of PCR. Oh, it was PAX knocking down the guy, but United securing that free kill. 4 players remaining. Still in the game as a full squad. And we didn't miss that much here right at the early game. This is alright. And as we could see that the first zone is heavy shifted to the east side, we will see a lot of rotations happening pretty early. But so far the team's staying at their position only. Lepevga for sure starts to rotate. Let's see if Explosion will be able to survive that much longer. Ooh. Changing the vehicle. Just was listening to Kitsune. Kitsune can hear the enemy, calls in the teammate. The Lepevga struggling to move to commit towards the factory. Tries even to roll to hear if there's an enemy. Couldn't hear someone. Oh, look at this Kitsune. Good position in the warehouse. Next to the factory, and we could see a fight happening somewhere else as well. Yep, it's happening here. Wild Pro. Oh, Lepevga can hear the opponents. And now knows Lepevga Explosion might die pretty soon. Oh, all the 4 players here. Super good move from Wild Bro. Sticking close to each other. Pax Deorum fighting against United. They found one. United most likely down to Moon if I saw it correct. Oh, heavy position. Oh no, that's not a kill. Oh, at least 1 kill secured by Explosion. 1 point. And Wild Bro down to 3. 1.9k drone credits. They can revive the teammate. And if you have a look at United. Why can't I switch to that player? Yep, United. My guess is not working good again. Down to Moon. Is 1 kill. 240 drone credits. All the good compounds taken. Okay, Bay Area and Mesa. There's a lot of loot. Okay, lab as well. Empty as well. That's not looking good. What's Kraken doing here? First zone started to move. That's why we could see already a lot of rotations happening. We have a short look at the map. Lots of rotations happening. You can see there's Cimmerian Crowns out of Vermont. Sky team a little bit split. Debu close to them. Crossx Moon at Cornwall will rotate soon as well. PCR They don't really move away from their start position, being at Adamo. 1.6k drone credits, they can go easy for revive. And right here, YWay, close to Slime Machine. Sky Team, the rest close as well. Light Warriors rotating, as well as the Light Warriors from the north. And Wild Bro is their revive. But not a single team committing over to push over towards the revive spot. Oh, AW. Yeah, AW. The Light Warriors split in a 2-1-1. Same as it was for the Sky Team. But so far, not that many things happening. So let's have a look at the rotations and we will switch back to the zone overview when the next one gets announced. That's the Sky Team, quite close to the Slime Machine team, but too far away. And not a fight will happen here. Similar rotation route. He's faster than the opponent, spots the vehicle. They're not seeing the guy. Oh my god. Oh, the enemy. Gets back into the vehicle, drives away, the red zone appears, and now look at these rotations. Oh my god. Many teams at the edge, and a lot of fights happening here pretty soon. That's Kraken. Yeah, Kraken killed by the Wild Pro team. Light Warriors down to 3 players. Forget, super close to United Esports, Moon, as well as the Slime Machine team. Look at these hot positions now. While Dynasty split from each other. I can't even explain where they are all going solo. PCR with the revive. Forget now trying to get somewhere into the center. The Sky team loses one. They entered this position one by one, but now they are there as a full squad. Pax the Autumn rotating. Crossix Moon starting the rotation as well. HGG getting into the vehicle or driving around trailer park in their vehicles. PCR. Player getting revived at the bottom left side. And having a look at Forget as well as Rigos from Wild Bro. Oh, there's another one. Light Warriors crashing the vehicle. Oh my god, the same thing that happened to his teammate happens to him. That's Wild Bro with their 3rd kill. That means the Light Warriors down to 2 players, 1.58k drone credits. And the need to revive them. There's a compound here. They will be able to revive one, maybe even a second one. We will see that pretty soon. Further fights happening here in a second. Rosex Moon in their rotation straight towards Pax Deorum, and there was another Wild Dynasty player. Sorrow getting off the vehicle. Player did not hear it, he's waiting in the sniper tower. They might wanted to go over towards the warehouse. That is Sorrow taking some shots, causing some damage on the other side as well. Damage trade happening here, and that is Wild Bro. Flicker knocked down, Rigos knocked as well. Devo, double kill. Sometimes you can't move to the player if he gets knocked or she gets knocked in that second. And that is Devu taking shots from Cimmerian Crowns. 2 knockdowns, Cimmerian Crowns. Will they push over or try just to do some damage from the distance? Further damage caused. Trouble keeps on shooting with the Scar and the 3x scope. It's pretty hard, but he secures the kill with the colorful Scar skin and the new backpack. And now they keep on driving over. And they lose even another one. This is the Light Warriors team. At this compound as well, and even Lyric from Wild Bro. Oh my god, this is... And Cimmerian Crowns instant moving back as they see the opponents fighting. There's the Sky team close by as well. Devo down to 1 player after the 2 or 3 kills. That's their end. Crevis, that's the end on position 15. Still 3 points in a heavy fight. Wild Bro down to Lyric and 1 player remaining against a full squad of the Light Warriors. That is Maxi knocked down to the ground. Wild Bro is dead. Killed by the Elite Warriors. Slime Machine keeps on fighting as well. There's the next zone. Let's have a short look at it. And then we jump into the fights. We stay here. Sky versus the Slime Machine team. Zone shifted to the land in a position. Center is in the hands there for the Crozix Moon team. And they killed the Sky team. Couldn't even see more there with the nade. Perfect. Further teams rotating. While Dynasty. One player still in the blue. That's Novik. PCR has a full squad getting into the zone. And if we jump back out of this position, that's the Sly team with 4 kills in this fight. 3 in the first at the exhibit hall. That's 7 kills. And they have eliminated the Sky team, dropping off on the position 13. Still the Light Warriors team close by. PCR. Let's have a look at them. They have revived the player. Psychic Rabbit Orange. They have won a round, being currently on the position 4. 29 points, quite close to the other teams on the first 3 positions. That is pretty good. But they still want to get some points out of this round. Ooh, in the blue and the red zone, this is dangerous. We are down to 12 teams, that's why the zone is looking quite empty, but still some players outside of the zone. Can't see what's inside of the drone. I hate it when the game does do that. It's not showing us it. It's alright. Wild Dynasty. 1 player at Loganville. The other one's right here at the graveyard. 2.8k drone credits, some good equipment, a green flare in the backpack. Not only one, there's a second one. And Novik still looting. 1.17k drone credits. It would be the third green flare if he goes for another green. Interesting. And thank you guys for all being here. Really appreciate it. If someone else is new, don't forget to hit the like button. 1 like needed for the 50 likes. And only 4 subscribers needed for the 5.8k. That would be pretty cool if you could hit that today. Zone started to move. We could already see that. And this is not an urgent zone to start your rotation, as only the water is going away and some parts at the north and the south. That's why these teams in these positions are moving. The others don't need. And if you look at United Esports, that's Moon. Waiting here patiently, not the best position. But this is alright. They just try now to secure some placement points, which they couldn't collect before in the other 3 rounds. Light Warriors here, 2.5, no, 2.3k drone credits. Starting to shoot at HGG, and they return the fire. Light Warriors in the northern position at the factory with their revive. Ooh, that drone. Shot down. Let's hear what is inside. Maybe a custom kit or a shield. Could hear something. And the next zone getting announced. We have some time to have a look at it. It is shifted a little bit to the south and to the east. Already 2, 4, 6 teams inside. The other 6 teams needs to move. Cimmerian Crown's getting into the vehicle. Crozix as well, taking some early rotations. Breaking team close to the mall, while Dynasty, they all still need to rotate. And I would just jump over to the Elite Warriors. They got shot heavily by the HGG team. Especially Forget, for sure Forget, as he's dropping down to the ground, but no worries for them. And look at Crozix Moon taking this time the center point, the exact one, the bullseye. Good decision. The northern teams not starting to rotate, waiting at their good positions. Bywake out of Vermont, they need to move. Vermont should be empty from the loot Anyway, as the Cimmerian Crown started at this position, and now the Light Warriors moving in. 2 kills on the count. This is a early... No, this is a late early rotation. Shortly explain it to you. If you are taking it really, really early and start to rotate a little bit before the zone gets announced, like 10 seconds before, and you're already driving, you will be one of the early teams in the center, beside the teams which you don't need to rotate. But if you do that a little bit later, it will be dangerous, as some teams will already be in a good position, and that is United Esports Moon in the game as a lone wolf. I don't think Crozix Moon will push over, that would be too risky, and they have a center spot. And with some luck, Moon for United Esports can survive into the placement points. Now the later rotations will start. Breaking team on the top left side, as well as PCR close to the graveyard need to rotate. Y-Wake coming in from the bottom right side. And no fights happening. Oh. They are taking the risks with 2 players. 2 nades. The nade is good. United Esports out on the 12. Crozix Moon with their first kill of the round. That's a fast one, and they will stay alive as a full squad. But a risky move. If there would have been another team around, there was a chance that they lose one. Light Warriors here. Some gasoline. Maybe baiting the opponents. Don't know. Call in another drone. And it explodes. Close to them, that is the Sly Machine team. As well as, on the other hand side, HGG with a 10x the Deka scope. Oh, Waffle, his helmet. Yay, the one or the other headshot. Oh, now he ate a shot as well. Sly Machine taking some damage as well. And we are down to 11 players and 43 players and 11 teams. Breaking team knocks down one. Oh, nice. Dudga with that knockdown. So far so good, but they can't secure a kill really. PCR at the edge at graveyard. Light Warriors rotating in quite late. Sly Machine. Oh, and Kraken is dead. Waffle with some insane shots from the HGG team. Humiliating the god. Gods for sure. Knocking down 2 of the Light Warriors. Dangerous. Next zone got announced. Let's not wait and see where it is. It is shifted to the hard left side. Cimmerian Crown starting to raid. Crozix Moon taking the lead again towards the center. And oh, this is a fight coming up here. The northern position. After they knock down 2, they want to take the fight. They've killed another one. Forget gets out, finds one. Can he turn around? He found another one. Oh, backstepping the opponents. He's still in a 1 versus 2 situation. Helix and Waffle versus Forget. But there is another team shooting at this position. Forget takes these shots from Sly Machine, and that's Bishek eliminating him. And look at the Sly Machine. Reading the situation perfect. They saw the kill feed. They saw a lot of things happening. They don't know how many guys did not get knocked exactly. And HGG fighting back. They found the first. But Disaster, the nade will be decent. The nade. Cooked. Not finishing the enemies. He pulls off another nade. Helix pushing around. He reads it good as well. And now another enemy arrives. And he secures at least a kill. That's 4 points for the kills. That's okay. Not good, but it's okay. And he finds another one. And the other guy needs to pull back the nade in. And that's Sly Machine eliminating the enemies from HGG. 5 points for them and 11 already for Sly Machine, but down to 1 player. Good and bad in the same situation. But I think with 11 points, that's a good round. That's a big W win for them. And we are down to 8 teams. What is happening in this round? It's phase 4, starting to move. 1 minute to go. Let's make it 50 likes. Yeah, we had 53, Viridian. There's a 5-minute delay, that's why I said it 5 minutes ago, and it appeared for you a little bit later when we may hit the 50 likes already. PCR at the high ground here, the big bedrock. Wake in the game as well. And what I wanted to point out was that this round is kind of crazy. Early dropped down to 8 teams. During the whole tournament, I didn't see that happening a single time. Now Wake losing one. And that's PCR rotating in, super close to Pax Diorum. They are taking over the warehouses. Sweet boy. Oh, the vehicle rolls back. Clava arrives this position. Sweet boy getting pushed. Max Miller, good position, getting shot, knocked down. Good cover by player from the sniper tower. Good one. Securing Sweet boy that he stays alive. But they are still in the game as a 3-man team. 2-2-3. Sweet boy feeling a hold in the other side. Ronin. Oh, both players low HP. That is feeling pushing around. Ronin getting knocked. But they can trade it. Clava knocked as well. It's only Sally. Using a first aid. Back at 75 HP. Packs down to 3 players. And this was Wake shooting at them as well. And now Sweet Boy pushing over towards Sally. Sally started to shoot. And that's another customized Bison. Oh, Sally getting pushed from 2 angles. Packs the whole room, securing their next kill. And they are at 6 kills in the game as a 3-man team. Bye-bye to the opponents. They are out on the current position. 7 teams to go. And the next zone in the center. Cimmerian Crowns struggling a little bit. Bicyclic got knocked down to the ground. Can go for a revive. The enemy's destroying some tires. Light Warriors as well as Wake from the other side. This is Fochuk and the other guys. Wake entering the sniper tower. And that is soon the end of the revive player. For the Slime Machine team. Yep, they are down to 1. Once again. Breaking team, not in this next zone. They need to move. The zone started to move already. It's coming really fast. Pax Diorum with their revive at the south edge. And this is DM Maxi together with Light Warriors moving in. Entering the compound. They lose the first. Sauron dies as well. Down to 2 players. Kirisake. They could find another one. 1 enemy left. The enemy is taking further shots. Getting pushed by 2. That's the end for the Light Warriors. Clean fight from Krozik's Moon. They now need to be careful to not getting third-partied. But they have secured further kills, being at 5 kills now. The breaking team close by, and they are in the compound in the next zone. Definitely some teams will push over. They can go for the revives. It's working pretty good. BR needs to move. That's the breaking team. And on the other side, this is Cimmerian Crowns pushing over towards Wake, but they are jumping off the tower, getting the first one, getting the next one. Now only 1 left. Trouble here. In a 1 versus 3 situation, 1 versus 2 remaining. Secures 2 kills. And can take a brief. And heal back to at least 75 HP. The Marion Crowns. The other one got killed now by Krozik's Moon. What a great fight here. Wake tried to hold it. Not possible. Dropping off some further utility. Trouble pulls off another nade. Gets out. Can't throw it in properly. That's the end. Wake counter pushed him. Pax Diorum still in the game. Fighting against BR now. Knocking down 1. That's Fanatic. No, that's Fantic. Down. Eliminated. Pax Diorum. 7 kills as well. Lots of the teams with some good amount of kills. That means a lot of teams with some good amount of points and a close scoreboard, which we definitely want to see, as this is causing more intense fights. We are down to 5 teams. Slime Machine. 11 kills. He's using first aid. After first aid, will make it into the next zone. Dropping down. And the next zone still at the position of Krozek's Moon, and he needs to keep on moving. Getting spotted, that's the end. Slime Machine only 5, but a good round with 11 kill points, that's decent. It's a 4 versus 2 versus 3 versus 2. And the braking team moving in with a vehicle. Oh, they're taking the fight against Pax Diorum. And this is the end. Pax Diorum still in the game as a full squad. So that is a 4 versus 2. And the fight is dropping in really soon. Let's see where the zone is moving at. That's why Wake losing another one, down to one player here. 21 first aids, and he used one already, or 2. And I think they have revived another teammate. Even 2, Wywick, this was a good move of the teammate. I'm not sure if he can fly in. Getting shot. And that's the end for him. Another kill, Krozek's Moon, number 9. Oh, Seorix shooting at the opponent. The opponent died through the zone and getting decent hit by Pax. And Wake, this guy will make it to the second position if... Yeah, it is perfect timed. Look at the bar of the boost. You will be able to use them all, most likely. Let's see. Pax Deorum in a full squad fight against Krozek's Moon. Better position at the moment for Krozek's. Closer to the zone and in a hard cover, but that does not mean anything as this setup. That does not mean anything. Axiorium moving over without a vehicle, so they can't move fast if they would knock down an opponent. This guy is still at 12 first aids. Oh, this was maybe a miscalculation. Ah, it worked. Back at 14 first aids. And the fight keeps on going on the other side. Pax Deorum loses the first one, but they trade one. Kirisake knocked as well as Sweet Boy. 3 versus 3 left. Seviorix with another good nade, not causing damage. Pax Deorum getting pushed. Need to defend it. And down to 2 players, down to 1. It's only player left. Can't find another one. They are out on the position 3. And as I said before, Wake taking off the second position. Uses another first aid. And that's the end. GG, well played. 2 packs. No, for Krozek's Moon, packs on the 3rd spot. I'm sorry. 13 kills. Krozek's Moon wins the round. GG, well played. Skipping through the scoreboard. One team is 11 kills. Good one. So that was the last round of this evening. I will now prepare the current standing. I will be back for you in 5 minutes. And then we will see which team is ending up the first day on the first position of the scoreboard. What do you think? Will it be Wild Dynasty or will it be another team? I will be back for you after around 5 minutes. So let me grab the logo of the Krozek's Moon team. As they have won this round. And there it is. So GG, well played again to Krozek's Moon, securing their first chicken dinner here right at the qualification final. Group B, I will be back for you after a really short break in around 5 minutes. Let's jump into that short break and see you with the final standing, the preliminary one of the first day. Group B at the final qualification here for the Spring League U at New State Mobile.
Abrázame toda la noche, no nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda. Seguimos siempre la pasión y confiamos solo en el amor. Yeah. No quiero perder lo que queda. Y más allá. A través de la gran inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the Tahoe closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain.
There I'm back for you, and that was the last round won by the Crozx Moon team. I've prepared for you the current standing, and I don't want to wait you longer. And here we go. This is the standing. We can see Wild Dynasty on the first position with 42 points. Two Chicken Dinners, 20 points for the placement and 22 kill points. Crozx Moon on the second position with 38 points. That's only 4 points behind them. This is nearly nothing, especially with their last good round and their first Chicken Dinner. 37 points, so 5 points behind the first position, Humiliating the Gods without a Chicken Dinner. Light Warriors 34, still only 8 points. And Y-Wake was 10 points behind the first, but on the 5th position. They are super close to each other. The funny thing is Wild Dynasty winning 2 rounds and 2 further rounds with 0 points. It's crazy. And we have PCR Orange on the 6th position with 31 points, followed by the Cimmerian Crowns and Pax Deorum. A little gap to the position 7, and this is an interesting position. As the top 6 move into the Spring League, we have 3 teams with 23 points on the 9, 10 and 11th position, all with a good chance to move into it. United Esports, one of my teams which I thought will have a good result, being on position 12. So they need to step up to get into better position. I'm curious to see what's going to happen there. And yeah, this is the standing, and yeah, hopefully you have liked it today. I will be back for you tomorrow evening at the same time with 4 further rounds getting played right here at the qualification final Group B for the New Stadio Spring League Season 1. So GG, well played to all the participants. I will be back live again for you tomorrow. And if you're new here, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I will be off. Have a good rest and see you tomorrow.